Yeah. Overseas with it. Niggas claim they hot, where they money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where they money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where they money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where they money at? Yeah, niggas think they hot, where they money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where they money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where they money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where they money at? Yeah. Slipping on my pimpin', nigga, never that. Always had more women than bitches, nigga, roger that. Money is the root of all evil, get the fuck back. We been brainwashed from a fetus just to get scrapped, scratch that. Now I'm on a mission just to get dope. Physical or crypto, from the 9 to 5 or a kick dope. When shit get cold, like the hometown of Klitschko. Vladimir, your boys out of here with the sick flow. Now I ain't no rushing, but I'm rushing through this budget. I turn the booth into a gun, raise the way I'm busting. I cop the whole onion, then I got it from my cousin. In and out of traffic, toe tagger, we be hustling. I understand and shine first to realize your time worth. Can't be rich until you enrich your mind first. But I'ma be ignorant with my black ass and probably swipe my black card to blind black mask. Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where they money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where they money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where they money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where they money at? Yeah. Niggas say they hot, where they money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where they money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where they money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where they money at? Yeah. That moolah, that cheese, that fettuccine, that guala is what a nigga after, so holla at me tomorrow. I'm looking for investors to throw some bread at the startup. Straight to the top, I'm cream of the crop with the product. Money isn't everything, but in this society, you gotta have fun, so don't lie to me. 153 million the fucking lottery. World keep spinning, I just mold it like fucking pottery. Fuck that poverty shit, my niggas gotta get rich. Hip hop over everything like hippopotamus clicks. Niggas wanna hate that be on some anonymous shit. People wanna relate, they wanna be a part of my clique. We are not with the shits, the toilet did not get fixed. All less fail, every door come off the hinge. $1 million in my bank account, the sweetest revenge. 75% in the savings making some sense. Niggas say they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah. Niggas claim they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A wild organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God Killer in the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey! Bobby banging this bitch. What's good, family, man? You know what it is, man. Scientific literacy, man. Always wins, man. Man, boy, I tell you, man. What we gonna do? Boy, the hype machine is in the building. Y'all see the hype machine is all around us, man. They hype up everything. I got the Oriental Institute, the Nubian Expedition, Volume 3, excavation between Abu Simbel and the Sudan frontier. The A Group Royal Cemetery at Kastul. Ooh-wee. Boy, I got the book. The book. Got all 3 volumes. Yeah, we got them. Heavy. Oriental Institute, Nubian Expedition. Excavation between Abu Simbel, Neolithic A Group, and the post-A Group remains from Cemetery WVSQT and a cave east of the cemetery. Y'all don't know about the cave east of the cemetery. Bet you don't. You got to get to work. Anyway, listen, man. That was a good basketball game. Shout out to South Carolina. Shout out to them. They stepped up. There's a whole lot of Katiness. They did all that. Overhyped. Don't get me wrong. Kaylin is a baller and she gets buckets. Handle, elite. Foot speed, elite. Shooting range, elite. No matter what color she is. Trust me, she gonna get buckets. IQ, elite. All that for a college player. That's where we gonna keep it at. I was hearing Steph Curry name this the greatest player. I heard all that. I don't know about being the greatest college player of all time. We got some ballers that have won actual championships. Yes, we do. Miss Miller thinks she won 2 at USC. There's a few of them that are champions that was balling. Now, Katie, she was a baller. And yeah, her and the sister from LSU, be more native. Yeah, they have actually raised the standard of the women's game. And for that, we're going to give them shout outs. But man, they was over hyping. Oh my goodness. Man, an hour this, see the greatest ball. See that hype machine to get you. That internet is wild. Yeah. Man, they was comparing it to professional ball players. Listen, man, I done seen great college players. Archie Moore, he won like 4 daggone Heisman trophies. He won all that good in college, in the pros. I done seen great college players. We can go down the line. Trying to hit them pros a little bit different. So I'm going to always respect the pro game. They're a little bit bigger and a little bit faster and a little more hungrier. You got to be damn Bo Jackson to make that quick switch like that. Bo was already a man-child in college. If we hit the pros in baseball and football. Yeah, but they, oh my goodness, man, boy, they overhyped. Sure, they was like, I was like, man, ain't nowhere in the world, when? How? I like to coach a little bit of basketball, and I understand the game, Yep. You know what I'm saying? I do. Let me see. I do, And I know hype when I see it. I actually know hype when I see it, and they overhyped her. God dang, man. So yeah, big up to the women's game that has actually starting to evolve, man. And I tell you what I like about LSU, and these upcoming sisters, man. They put the femininity back in the game, man. They actually put the femininity back in the game, and that make me proud, Yeah, I'm glad, man. Like, you don't got to be running around like you're a dude, to play basketball, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? There can be femininity in the game, right? And because it's the woman's game, man, and however they decide to express themselves, that's dope too. But we don't want to overdo it. We don't want everybody. It should be a good, healthy mix. There's a place for femininity in the woman's game. I just wonder. That's the statement I really want to stand on. There's a place for some eyelashes, pretty fingernails, and outright balling in the women's game. So I wanted to big up South Carolina, a lot of beautiful sisters on the team, right? Showing their femininity, the way they wear their gear, the way they dress, the way they do that. I think that's dope. I just want to let y'all know that. But man, there was some elite, straight elite defenders out there, man. Let me see what I want to find. Hold on. Let me find this up real quick. I want to read y'all real quick before I get into this. some elite defenders out there. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. One second. I don't know what I'm doing here, man. Man, I see y'all in the chat, man. Hold on. One second. Hold on. One song. Let me see. Let me see. What I want to find on. What I want to do. One second. Get my screen up. Hold on. Wait a minute. One second. Before we get this going. Get this going. All right. And we're going to get right to how I think about this. I'm going to talk about Miss Clark a little bit. Hold on. And I think I got it. Hold on. Damn. Why is it messing that up, man? God damn, man. Man, how y'all doing tonight, man? We're going to get this thing kicked off for real. Gonna get it kicked off. One second. Let me see. All right. Okay. So yeah, man, like I said, man, I see you, New York, man, Rock City, New York, yo, B. Lou, I see you, man. Lisa, what's going on with you, Mr. Mestro, man? What's up? Jesus Price, what's going on, yo? Who else we got? Roman Bear, what's up with you? Afro Ninja, what's up? The OGs of the DMV show, what's going on, man? Y'all know what it is, man. Leo fights back, what's good? Sean, I see you, man. What it do? See you, Cedric. What's going on? Alex, what's up with you, man? Appreciate you, bro. Gary Hart, man. What up? What up? What up? What up? So, man, you know, Angela Reese, man, she for me, yo, the way she carried herself, man, was like a sister should carry herself, man. Exciting player, man. Skill set on high, elite defender, right? Handles, you know what I mean? And she just infused, you know what I'm saying, that womanhood into the game. You know what I'm saying? She infused that femininity into the woman's game. I just like the way that trend is going, man. I just do, man. You know, help keep women basketball evenly yoked. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a way. Everybody has their own way, the way they want to represent the game, man. And I'm glad this is starting to balance off, man, because I appreciate women's basketball and their elite skill set, man. But I just don't think, you know, everybody don't gotta play it like a man would play it, yo. I think there's room for that in the game, right? But I also think there's room for femininity in the game. because I appreciate the women's game, man, and I'm appreciating the balance that's being struck now, right? That they allow, right, the women, right, to exhibit their femininity like that, man. That's tough, right? But like I said, man, Angela Reese, man, big up to you, shorty. I know you was heartbroken after that because you know you was leaving the game. I don't even know why she want to go to the pros. She had one more year left. Yeah, I know she made good money, so I don't understand why why she want to leave. But man, what's their average salary in the WNBA, man? I think it's maybe like what? Maybe they give you like maybe what? Maybe 100,000 base salary, something like that for a rookie. Nah, she make way more than that. So I don't know why she want to take that role. But man, big up to shorty, man. And you know, she's definitely allowed to cry after a win like that, after a loss like that. You know, so might have laughed at you if it was a dude crying though. Like, come on, yo. Knock it off. Knock it off. But I could see. You know, she been through a lot and had a lot of pressure on her, man. So I wanna you know, big up to that team. But that South Carolina team, yeah. That South Carolina team, man, they put that defense out there, man. Right. And if y'all watch the game, man, oh man, they put that elite defense on Miss Clark, yo. Yeah. Man, Caitlin ain't standing a chance for that elite defense, man. That's why I didn't understand why LSU played that type of defense. You know, put a little shorty on it, yo. That wasn't gonna help. Slow it feet, shorty. Man, on that girl, man, that LSU game, that was like a recipe for disaster. Caitlin ate that up. She was looking like Stephen Curry that particular day. Man, I don't know why they did that like that. But today, South Carolina wasn't playing, yo. They put elite defenders on her, back and forth. And yeah, slow shorty down. If you can consider 30 points, I think she had about 30 points and maybe 11, 12 assists. That showed you just how serious shorty is. But them elite defenders, man, slowed her all the way down. If you can consider 30 points being slowed down. But that's what it took. So big up to South Carolina, man. Big up to their elite coach, man. And big up to them athletes right there, man. That means something, yeah. Said 100, 112K. Yeah, that ain't no money. That ain't no money. It's crazy. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let people come in the building, man. Before we get into the show, y'all see the title, man. When BlurredShip goes wrong, how misinformation has destroyed the Black Power movement. There you go. Brother on the case. That's where we at. So yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoying y'all Sunday, man. I'm gonna get it sparked up, man. I'm gonna drop the link early and often, man. I got a couple videos I want to show y'all and get into that, man. But I hope y'all enjoying y'all Sunday, man. I enjoyed the game. We was watching the game and serving, man, having fun, man. Yep. Yep. Femininality is the damn word, ain't it? What's the word? Hell, that ain't the word. Well, what's the word? Thunderbird. Who drink the most? Black folks. Yeah. Man, who drink the most? Who drink the most? Black folks. What's the price? 30 twice. Well, that's funny. Where the hell is the thing at, man? Let me get that on the thing. But yeah, man. All right, we got 52,000 in the building. And yeah, this is where we at. Right here where we supposed to be. Standing at the top of the daggone pile. Right? Man. I want to start the show off. First of all, big up to Dr. Oyama. Yeah. Scientifically literate on high levels. Big up to her and the sister. Big up to all the pseudo killers. Juju, you in the building, man. I know you're going to enjoy yourself in Egypt, man. I know you is. Big up to you. Go on the trip with a smile. Don't let Reggie run you to death going in museums, adding words to the plaques. Don't let him do it, Juju. Say, where's that word at? Where's that most famous word the Black Egyptians at? Ask him for that. See if you find it them high-level museums. You won't. But you know what it is. What's up, Gary? What it do, man? What it do? What it do? Let's wait till we get 60,000 building, man. We play our first clip, man. Man, Mike can't wait that long. Yeah, somebody say let me see. Somebody gonna fix it. Well, it was too late. BlurredShip. Let me show you what BlurredShip look like, man. Boy, I tell you, Robert, boy, you something else. Boy, it came out the gate smoking. So much smoke. Boy, he was blurred out. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. I don't know how you managed to do that. Somebody should have pulled his coattail and say, hold up. BlurredShip. Man, y'all got to fix that, man. Hey, what you trying to hide on that? No, you trying to hide something. Here it go right here. The infamous, the famous. Infamous and famous BlurredShip. You ain't going to be able to read it all through the whole presentation because, ladies and gentlemen, it's BlurredShip. We don't know. We hear them talking. We hear bells and whistles going off, right? We got a few things going on here. One, we got death by PowerPoint. Too many damn words on the PowerPoint. Too many. Way too many. See, we teaching, right? BlurredShip. Can't read the daggone thing. It's blurred up. Can't make out the text. BlurredShip. You know what I'm saying? So when you got death by PowerPoint and you hollering through the don't get it twisted though. Robert is actually very entertaining. We're going to give him that. Very entertaining, man. He got a skill set right there. He be rocking. You know, after that expert beat him up, probably need to find that and add that into this. Beat him up a little bit. I think he came back smoking, but he was so smoking that he blurred the text. So when you got death by PowerPoint and BlurredShip, and you're howling and screaming with bells and stuff going off, you end up with foolishship. So I want to give him a big shout out, right? Because he did mention my name in that presentation, for presenting blurred foolishship. So big up to Robert. Big up to you, brother. Right? Hope the force be with you because we can't read the text. Right? Hope you fix it and we can go down the line. Absolutely BlurredShip. Super BlurredShip. You know how you walk around with something on your nose, and your friends don't tell you, man? They should have told that man, hold on, Robert, you got BlurredShip. They didn't tell him. Somebody didn't tell him. Somebody should have told that man, bro, you're rocking with BlurredShip. I can't even read that. The something Williams Museum, an African approach to Egypt. Welcome to the Flitz Williams Museum, I believe. Yeah, having fun. He BlurredShipped us half to death. It's a nice bush right there. I don't know what that had to do with it. The current. Yeah, he having fun. So y'all go support Robert and his BlurredShip. Hold on, this might be one. African 101 lad BlurredShip. Man, he BlurredShipped up. Yeah, he went BlurredShip for a couple hours. He went BlurredShip for 3 hours straight. God damn. Man, how he managed that? Boy. Anyway, man, I just wanted to give you big up, yo, for one of the first presentations I ever seen you do, man. Keep working at it, man. One day, bro. One day. Somewhere, one day, we're going to get that right. I see Reggie's in the building. Yep. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Robert. Yeah, you better. Right now, we got him on BlurredShip there, Reggie. You let him do it. You let him sit there with the thing hanging out his nose. Why'd you do it? And he was jamming. Y'all need to fix that ASAP, right? What I did hear was a lot. I did hear a lot of foolery in that, though. That's exactly what I heard. Nobody's listening to that. We're not believing that. No, we're not. Then what you talking about? What you talking about, Reggie? Reggie says ridiculous. Black Egypt. Egypt is a Greek term. So why would you see black? Go ahead, Reg. Stop it, Reg. Reggie, stop that. We got some pseudo killers in the building. Juju. Uh-huh. Talambe, what's up with you, man? Brother Marcus, pseudo killer officials in this building, man. Yeah, so big up to Robert. You know, I call him Robert Clown. Wow. Anyway, let me show you what the Black Power thing is doing right now. This is what they doing, man. They tripping, right? And we're gonna go to the leader of the Black Power movement right here. All right. Bring y'all to the leader. He's definitely the leader. Your main man, the general. He's talking eclipses now. Staring into the sun. All that's cool now. I tell you, then it went bonkers these days. Let me put up my fair use thing real fast here. We don't want no problems. We don't want no problems. We don't want no problems. No problemo. Want no problems at all. We ain't got to look out. We just don't want no problems, man. No problems. All right, let's hear what this great scholar has to say as he wades in on science.
I'm going to still give you a meal now. Will you go blind? You say, JRB say, won't we go blind? I believe I didn't look at, I still got my eyesight. I looked at the last one that came. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what, that's what they telling people, you'll go blind? Shit, okay. Believe it or not. You see, you know what? I'm going to tell you like this. I do believe that, you feel me, that we were born and created with everything we needed to survive and thrive with on this planet. I do believe that. You see, you know, we are creating, and you can look, everything falls into place. I do believe that. Everything that, as you, yeah, I done looked at every goddamn eclipse. I ain't tried, I was looking, I defy the white man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They say don't look at the sun. I'll be out there just like this. Motherfucker, I be trying to absorb all the damn sun. You know what I'm saying? That shit. I like, fuck it. If I got some, you know, the motherfucker got some cataracts, I'm gonna burn them motherfuckers right on up off of them motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Look right on up in there, you know.
I'm gonna defy the white man. He wild out with that. He straight wild out with that. Let's finish here with the
you know, that's what it's about. You see, motherfucker got cataracts, and you ain't got no medical. Just going out there, nigga, and just, you know, look dead at the sun and let it melt them motherfuckers off your eyes, nigga. You see what I'm saying? You know, black people, nigga, water in the sun. There's some fruit. You know what I'm saying? Water in the sun is some fruit, and a motherfucker be all right.
Yeah, he wild out. And staring to the sun. My man that went straight pseudo on us. He done went straight pseudo on us now. I think that's the wave now. Figured it out. That's the wave. That's the wave. Everybody go pseudo to get that viewership. Yeah, that's definitely the wave. Crazy. Go look at the sun. Go look at the eclipses. I think we're gonna be talking about that on Galaxy and Beyond. All right. have a nice conversation on that. Yeah, but the foolery just does not stop. No, it does not. That's the leader of the Black Power movement there, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all know we did a show, right? And we double streamed it from Dr. Mayat's show, right? And I'm not sure y'all caught it, but we talked about I want to get on the hold on. I want to get you the actual hold on. I want to play this clip, man, and just listen. I want y'all to hear this, right? Because we double down, triple down around here, yo. We ain't playing with them, yo. All right. And so there's a clip in this. Dr. Mayat. Let me get right to this right here. Get Doc and let me play this right there. We want to talk about this, man. All right. All right, let me share the screen, man. All right, and this was interesting, man. This is the health of the Black Power movement, man. You can tell how healthy movements are based off of their level of investment in science. I'm gonna say this again. You can tell the health of a movement based off of their investment in science and scientific literacy. There's no other way around it. STEM. Your ideology should not be shaped in pseudoisms. I say again, your ideology should not be shaped in pseudoisms. Your ideologies should be shaped in reality. How do you get to the point of dealing with reality? Well, reality is nature-based. And since we are a nature-based species, all living organisms are, and specifically the Homo sapiens sapien that arrived in Africa first, based off available information as of 2024. Getting up to speed on nature is what gave us our survivability. Understanding our natural world, whether that be relationships that occurred in the natural world, being able to navigate those plains, those forests, those deserts, being able to harness and understand the forces around them was essential for food, clothing, and shelter and survivability. And protection of that food, clothing, and shelter. Your ideology will come out of that. If you try to put the cart before the horse, you're going to be backwards. You're not going anywhere. So in this clip, these brothers talk about the 7 liberal arts and all that as opposed to STEM. So I say you could chew gum and walk at the same time. No one is trying to stop you from motivating African Americans, Black Americans for getting those liberal arts degrees. We will never speak against it. We're actually speaking against the foolery that would make you think that with ideology, right, that's the trump card. It actually is not. If your ideology is not steeped in reality, then what you actually have? You have pseudoisms. Pseudoisms lead to complete foolery. Let's see.
And thank you for the heads up in the chat. They was like, Dr. Mada says save Black people. It's supposed to be save Black people. So anyway, family, I'm going to share the clip.
Save Black people?
Say, what? I had said say instead of save.
I know. Save Black people. What the hell is going on?
Don't you better not, Bobby Banger.
2023, boy.
Play that clip.
There they go, boy. Educators too, aren't they? Aren't they actually
I
educated?
know one of them. Dr.
At the
Bald,
bottom?
he teaches in the School of Journalism at
At the
Morgan
top
State.
right there with the light skinned guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this brother right here.
Ah,
So
he
here,
played too much. They all off on the pseudo need more holistic. Like knock it off.
here we go.
Like
Malik, Stephen, everybody, appreciate
Welcome,
y'all
welcome,
coming in.
welcome.
Welcome, AJ. Shout out to the 2020.
Peace.
Appreciate you for that. So starting with brother Chris. Brother Chris, I think Diallo, you probably highlighted this. How are STEM studies, robots, and etc. going to help Black folks in the ghetto?
I don't remember who said this. When you don't control your community, everything in your community can be used as a weapon against you.
Oh yeah.
And I've never
Jacob
been a
Carruthers?
fan of STEM. As someone who has studied, and received a certificate.
Let me pause right here, Unc. He said he never been a fan for STEM, but he's on YouTube. I just want to say he's on YouTube. He's on a computer, right? Or he's on his cell phone.
Right.
He drives a car. He jumps on airplanes. He's using a microphone. He's not a fan of STEM. Okay. I'm sorry.
In the STEM arena, and someone who's worked both in the liberal arts or the soft sciences and taken, radium physics and STEM classes and worked in a STEM field. It doesn't fucking matter. It's not going to help the community, because if your ideology isn't.
Question, Unc. The reason we were enslaved, right? The Africans were enslaved. It was because the Europeans had superior technology. Wasn't it the gun? Wasn't that a part of it? The technology, didn't that play a role in our enslavement and colonization? Didn't technology play a role in that?
yeah, it did. As a matter of fact, the technology got. First of all, they had the technology to make it to where they made it to with the intercontinental ships. Right. That's not the mistake that the Egyptians had sailing vessels too, but we're talking about oceans, you know what I'm saying? Like the Atlantic Ocean. And second of all, the technology kind of got better, because when they first came in with the muskets, that wasn't better than the spears or the rock thorns. So there are accounts of Europeans coming in with guns and getting beat down because they had to, you shot one time, pow, you reload and you got about 30 spears in you. But their technology actually got better. So yes, it was the technology that actually, at the end of the day, put us at a disadvantage. Absolutely.
Okay, I was just curious. Okay.
Right. It doesn't matter if you have a high level STEM degree or if you're a high school dropout. The ideology is more important. And also this problem with STEM.
Your ideology is more important. I know there's a few of y'all that really think that, right? But your ideology ain't gonna get you fed. It's just not. Your ideology is not gonna help you understand nature. At times our ideology can be all over the place, but you can still go get yourself some food, right? Pay your rent, take care of yourself. Okay. So when they talk about ideology, they probably talking about like the Black Power movement thing, right? And that thing right there, man, that should not ever put you in a position to go against STEM. So there should be no ideology. There should be no ideology that forces you to go against STEM. That makes no sense. Say this again. African Americans, Black Americans should not have an ideology that would force them against STEM or STEAM. Because if you do, you actually have a false ideology. Last time I checked, right, for us to get quote unquote authentic African history, African American history, we have to use the tools afforded to us by anthropology. For a long time, man, we wasn't doing that. We was on the pseudo train. We was allowing people to tell us anything. And the voices of Carter G. Woodson, John Jackson, Dr. Ben, Shikanti Diop's, right? They was putting us in a position to get a rudimentary understanding of what anthropology was. Specifically to them in the 30s and 40s and 50s, the Harlem History Club, they was using anthropology. They was putting us on the trail to be scientifically literate, right? And that's the trail that we still walking on today. So when I hear people considering themselves for the community and down STEM, I find them to be very fraudulent in their behavior towards helping the community. I see you, Sister Safa. Big up to you. I find that to be very, very disheartening. And by the way, we could do both things. We could do the liberal arts and get degrees in science, right? We can take those electives last time I checked and become a renowned immunologist or virologist or biologist, okay? Or nuclear physicist and still enjoy the liberal arts. So I never understand why people that's dedicated in fixing the community, right, are not going to promote the thing that is the foundation of all successful communities. And goodness gracious, don't holler out nation. Now you tripping. Because if you was to build a nation, you weren't going to build it without no technology and science. Science pushes technology and technology pushes science. This has been the message from day one, trying to get you to understand. Stop throwing it away. You throw it away, you paint the brush. It's the white man's science, which is ridiculous. The early foundation, the rudimentary science occurs in Africa proper, right? If you go to the work in UNESCO, okay, right here, book 1, right? It talks about that. But let me keep playing this. We play this. We get this straight. Because I find it wild. And y'all know I dropped the link, man. Y'all want to jump on and join me tonight, man. Continue this combo. We'll see what y'all think about it, man. I mean, let us move on. Let me see.
Is that it lacks the component of philosophy, ethics, and history. So with the so-called soft sciences or the liberal arts are extremely important because you don't want scientists, engineers, mathematicians in this world that have no grasp of history and how history has unfolded. No concept of identity, culture, and more importantly, ethics.
So, so if you have black scientists that have no understanding of history, they don't got to be history teachers. They could just be good scientists. Scientists are actually help communities. They help not only our community, but they help the world communities. That's what science does. It elevates and helps humanity. That's exactly what science is. People don't even understand that. You be still riding on a daggone horse if not for the development of technology. How long would it take you to go from New York City to California on a horseback? How long does it take to fly? 2.5 hours from New York or from Georgia to California, from Baltimore, California? Wouldn't be on YouTube, like Dr. Oyamaya said. Wouldn't be using cell phones, none of these things. So they present you with rhetoric that's straight out of the 30s. It's crazy. And I'm never bashing Black power and all that. Never that. I'm bashing the ignorance. Our enemy, ladies and gentlemen, is ignorance. I'm going to say this again. Science and scientific literacy helps to destroy ignorance. Literacy destroys ignorance. We're not a one-hand fighter. We will study the 7 liberal arts and we will be grounded in science and scientific literacy. So I'm always wondering, why is it that the Black Power movements are so anti-scientific, but the things that come out their mouth is, we're going to build a community. How? We're going to build a nation. How? Name me one successful nation that is not grounded in science and technology, and I'll show you a dream. So in reality, they're not actually talking about Black people. They're not actually talking about Africans. They're talking about a figment of their imagination. And what I found out is a lot of times, specifically on YouTube, you'll see that there are people that present information that is a figment of their imaginations. The quote unquote Egyptomania, they're not actually talking about human populations that resided in Africa. They're talking about a figment of their imagination. The Black Hebrew Israelites, they're not talking about what was presented in the biblical text. They're talking about a figment in their imagination. Native Americans, cowboys, and Indians, they're not talking about the native population that actually resided on the continent of North and South America. They're actually talking about a figment of their imagination. Well, what else could they be talking about? Man, welcome to the stage. What's going on?
Talking to me up.
What's talking to you, brother? What's up?
Hey man, salute to ECS, the whole community and all that. So
Big up, brother.
Apologies for the camera, but with my son trying to get ourselves ready for school tomorrow. Anywho,
Good. You good.
the thing I don't know how anybody can be against. It's a school in Virginia. I'm from Southside DC. I called in before.
Okay.
You know, we're from Southside. It's a school, a private school called Vinci or Vinci or something like VINCI. It's STEM based from kindergarten up to 12th grade. And it costs a lot of money per month. They're only out of school twice a year. And it's one time 2 weeks in June and another for the Christmas thing or whatever. Right. So whoever's against them is crazy. But it's even more deeper than that, to what you were saying with if we're going to build a community. That's one thing I've been looking at about, like, well, I remember when it was a city somewhere in Georgia it was up for sale. It was going for like 2.4, 2.7 million. But one thing that I learned from studying this system and how everything worked, you could be incorporated or unincorporated, meaning you have an incorporated city or unincorporated city, and it's certain foundational things you need. You need a hospital, you need banking, you need law to govern the people within your city. You need intrastate, I believe is what it's called, means of commerce. So you're gonna have an airport and train rail, and you got to keep up with all that. You have to build all of that if you're gonna do that.
That's right.
So it's like, when I look at people who, I'm one of the ones that be in the check to say I'm not African American and I'm not Black. I would just say I'm American. If we're gonna try to get rid of the race and all that stuff, we need to have a bridge of the gap. It's one thing in our private time to say what we're gonna say collectively, separately from these platforms, but if we're on these platforms, we got to find a way to unite with the other people we need in the progression of what we're doing. But just to stick to the premise of, if we supposed to be building our community, you got to have those foundations to build something. And then I don't get how in my mind, I see things differently when it comes to people saying black this, black that, but they still operate by the days of the week and the time frames that is made from these same people. They still go by the days of the names of the months. Everything is from these people that we're trying to break free from, but we still turn a blind eye to all of that and think that that's not important. It's like everything that people want to fight against starts at the very elementary things that they go by their day to day on. And no one's taking a second to think, well, let's do this first before we worry about all that. How about we agree on what we're going to call ourselves?
We
If
did.
we all,
We agreed. We agreed.
You know, so that's just my thing. What I wanted to just add on to that, because I be listening, I be hearing in all these different platforms. It's like, all right, so I mean, just from the whole gender beef, like the men versus women thing and vice versa, like, yo, just because y'all was raised on some weird time, man, men supposed to do this and women supposed to do that. Let's leave it at that. Now, what we gonna call ourselves and how we gonna get whoopty whoopty wham wham? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about all this other stuff that it just be throwing me off. But it's by design. Social engineering project in 1967. I'm young. I'm a young nigga, but I studied the whole concepts of where we at today, and it's like, damn, that shit really worked what they was doing from then. And it's like, who got a problem against what's really going on? If you really for the people, then you're gonna see what's going on, and you're gonna figure a way to bridge the gap and stop trying to go at each other about minute things. Like, I don't know. It's just, to me, I think it's just all for show, and motherfuckers just out for a bag. That's how I look at it.
All right, brother. Appreciate your opinion. I might have some pushback on a few things, but you know, I hear your overall sweeping message, though. I hear what you're saying.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Sosa, what's up, man? Pseudo Killer Official, man. What's going on, man? What it do, bro?
Ain't much, man. I'm just pulling up to the barbecue, the cookout. So it takes time to figure out where y'all at with it, man. Sit down, give me a plate. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we got. I'm gonna catch you up to speed. You know, we talked a little bit about the basketball game, man. I know you got your thing off. I know you got some bread on that, man. You watching the game a little bit different than we is. Yeah.
I'm into it. I'm into it. For real.
Oh man, that's crazy, yo. That's funny as I don't know what. That was a good game. Like I said, elite defenders. But right here, we're at the point where we're looking at the Black Power movements, and it's misinformation that actually has destroyed them. Information that would have been close to helping in the 30s and 40s and 50s, was actually rendered obsolete after the civil rights movement. And those victories in those high-level court systems, put us in a position to actually take advantage of the thing that we had died for, that we was enslaved for. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that we there. Of course we not. Long way to go. Right? Still in the fight. But you can't just disregard the lives that was lost. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, man, the destruction of the daggone man, what I want to say, not the Nation of Islam, they still kicking. The Black Panther Party, you know what I mean? Like those things were destroyed. Can't deny all that. Can't disrespect that. And I think you do a grave injustice when you don't take advantage of our victories and act like we didn't have some victories. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We might not have won the war, we sure as hell won some battles. You know what I'm saying? Right. And we best be taking advantage of the battles that we won. Don't give back ground. And I think misinformation actually gives back ground. You know what I'm saying, Sosa?
Right. Like, because I think from this whole the Black Power STEM thing, my issue is that we have STEM and you have STEAM.
Correct.
which includes the arts, right? So why would you even argue to eliminate the STEM?
Crazy.
Like, why not just add to it? Like, that's why I don't understand. That's why I think there's another agenda that's attached to the STEM. It's the science. It's the anti-science stance that's pushing it. You know, that's why I say you ask them if they accept evolution, they're gonna say no, because why would you? What's your beef with technology?
I don't understand that.
I don't get it. Why they got a problem with math? Like, what math do to you? Like, I don't get it. You gotta know how to count your money, how to budget your money, what the percentage. That's like I don't get it. I don't get it.
And it's like they don't study, man. So you come here, right? We come here to STEAM. You're absolutely right. Look, STEAM fields. Look, the STEAM fields are the areas of science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics. Look, let's see what the arts is. Look, the arts. The arts are a wide range of human practices, creative expression, storytelling, and cultural practices, yo. So there's a lot of things you can learn from storytelling, African American storytelling, and indigenous African storytelling, your creative expression, and cultural practices. So is that what they're saying? Cultural practices is a concept that encompasses the social behavior, institutions, and norms found in human societies, as well as knowledge, beliefs, arts, laws, customs, capabilities, and habits of the individuals of these groups. Culture is often originated from or attributed to a specific region or location, yo. What more is you needing? Just say I don't like white people. Just say that.
Well, I would say this with the culture thing. I think that's what I was saying earlier. Like that should be private. Like with people religion, that should be just with you and whoever share them same faculties. That shouldn't be pushed upon the collective of us when we try and progress somewhere. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like if we had the round table and somebody want to
That's
go
Malcolm
ahead
X.
and move. You know, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's Malcolm X. The battle
in
of
a
the
simple.
bullet. The battle of the bullet. Yeah. He said, you know what? We're gonna leave your religion at home. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk politics. Let's talk business. You know what I'm saying? Like in order to unify, because that culture is definitely a divider. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a divider. You start bringing
And I think just from my observation, that's what's holding us back as a collective. I travel a lot and I just know, like, I look at a lot of people as weird because they don't hold the same code as I hold, but I uphold a code that's from how I grew up. Yeah, street, but I looked at the whole world as being street until I got older, did time, came home at 26 and was like, oh, this ain't how the world moves. But I'm still programmed with those codes, but I don't infringe that upon other people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think our tribing is gonna always kick in, and that's how we always gonna rock, unless we come across a force that because normally people unify when in the face of danger. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when the world towers got hit, then it's all, oh man, it's we Americans, because everybody lump up against those foreign powers. But once we settle back down, man, we're gonna get back to our regular bag. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like we come together on certain, black person get killed in the street, everybody come together. It don't matter what religion, so forth, Joe, what culture you got, we all join together. As soon as that event's over with, bro, we get right back in our bag.
And to the latter part of what you said, I get cussed out for that because my thing be, I need to know the backstory. Was Cuz outside? If he was outside like us, I don't got no empathy for Cuz. He knew the dice he picked up and rolled. You know what I'm saying? We know what we out here doing. Like I don't give passes to people like that.
Cops and robbers.
Like,
I understand
we have
cops and robbers.
to draw the line.
You gotta draw the line. Cops and robbers will get you. Man, stay away from the cops and the robbers. Zally, what's up? What's on your mind, man? Welcome to Community Skeptics. What's good?
Hey, what's
how you doing, bro?
happening? Let me pause the actual video We're having a big but yeah, I had to
How you doing,
pause
man? Good.
the other video so it wouldn't be any feedback. Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing?
Okay.
You know,
We doing
I
good. Good.
always
Good to
and
hear from
I
you.
always
Heard from you in a
enjoy.
while.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I always enjoy the
Mhm.
content that you bring. You know, I heard the brother Sosa say something, ask a question earlier. Well, not really a question. He was just saying that he don't understand why a lot of people in our community seem to have a problem with technology and science. I also share that with him, that stance with him. You know, earlier today, I was on Clubhouse. I was in one of those halfway pseudo rooms, and they were talking about they had it set up as science, religion, or something else, belief, something pseudo. But they were talking about astrology. You know, so you know how it go, how it's going back and forth, but what I've concluded is that black people, it's like we have suffered this trauma in our historical past, right? And just like in the real world, when a person suffers a certain trauma, they have a chance of being the type person that wants to create fallacies to cover up for that trauma. And you know, you have the men of our community who don't want to admit that due to our slacking and lacking in the sciences and the technologies that played a major part in our historical trauma, that played a major part in, you know, colonization and slavery,
Mhm.
because we were slacking and lacking in science and technology while this other group of people excelled in it. And so it's hard coming home to your wife and telling her that you got beat up by a white boy. You know, your wife asking you why you have a black eye and a fat lip, and you have to tell your wife that a white boy beat you up. What's a man gonna do? He gonna start the, well, you see, what had happened is my chakra wasn't lined up, you know, or he gonna go into some other pseudo aspect, because it's hard to admit that we were slacking in science and technology, and those air quote white boys colonized us. You know what I mean? And that's what I see the basis of a lot of the pseudosciences and misinformation that's going on in our community. We don't want to admit that we got, and I hesitate to say it, but conquered, colonized, whatever, because we were slacking in science, and that's that, and that's just what a lot of brothers and even sisters now, because the brothers have taken it to their to our sisters. You know, we didn't want to tell them, hey, we got this fat lip, because you know, hey, see what had happened was, that's where it's all coming from. We don't want to admit that.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
where it's
does.
coming from.
But you know what? That's actually the impetus of change, yo, when you admit that, though, right? You can always get better if you admit where you lacking at. And our inability to admit that we're lacking, we're not lacking in the several and liberal arts. We're lacking in STEAM or STEM. That's our actual soft spot. Blind spot, soft spot that we ain't taking advantage of. See it like clear as day. Like, why would I get that much pushback? There's definitely an ignorance in those subjects, you know, in these movements that consider themselves to be Black Power. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm saying you get to the point where you understand, you stick your chest out that Africa is the birthplace of humanity. We hear you say it, that we the first to walk upright, and blase was in caves. We hear all that. We hear you. But then when I ask the question, prove it. Okay? Then you're stammering and stammering. Stammering. Makes no damn sense. How do you verify that Black people was the first to walk upright? How do you verify that Africa is the motherland, meaning the mother right, of all culture and civilization. How do you verify that? What tools are you using? Right. You give me a religious story, right, that was given to you by the very people that you claim are the devil, or the very people that you claim has produced white man science. But then why are you using that then? Why are you using religion? Well, I done heard it. We was made on a potter's wheel. This coming out Sarah Stupicetti mouth. It was on a potter's wheel. Crazy. Oh, we dove out the sun. Man, listen, man. Scientific literacy goes a long way in your household, man. Seriously, it helps with your civic duties, to understand what your civic duties are as African Americans. What is your civic duty as an American? What are those duties? The whole kit and caboodle. Whole kit and caboodle. And you know, they laugh and joke and they throw tomatoes. This is the craziest thing ever, man. Let me finish this right here. Let's finish this.
The ethics of their field, which have been pretty much purged from steam, and where the reactionary right is out here saying, you know, don't even go to college, and they want to shut down and make college inaccessible and say, well, unless you're going to be a doctor or an engineer, what's the point in going to school? And I've been when I was in Brooklyn College pre-med program, where the med students were upset that they had to take botany and they had to take the humanities and music appreciation because they just were like, let me get these credits, go on to medical school and make big money. And you don't want someone like that responsible for the well-being and healthcare of your community. So the liberal arts are more about cultivating your intellect, or as important as cultivating your...
Man, you want somebody that can do their damn job as a doctor, as a scientist. We can deal with the ideology. Do your job. Do your job and what you was trained to do, regardless of the color of somebody's skin. Do your damn job. That's what we forcing. Make sure you're qualified. And we're also forcing, let's get more people to look like us. But getting more people to look like us don't make their work better. What make their work better is their study patterns, their dedication to the subject they want to learn, their dedication to their expertise is what matter. So you can have a doctor that you would call European be a horrible doctor, and you can have a person that you would call an African American or African or Black American and be a horrible doctor. So we're looking for people that's qualified. And of course, we want more African American scientists, more African American doctors. Of course, we want that because we want more African Americans to be able to feed and clothe their family on higher levels. Ain't scraping the ground for change. That's why we want more doctors in science, right? Because the fields are open. We want to be on the next frontier. If they go to Mars, we want to be right there with them, right there. You know, like in the 50s, you know what I'm saying? Like Catherine, my favorite African American. She did the calculations. Y'all familiar with Catherine, right? We all should be. Man, here you go. Miss Johnson, actually one of my favorite people. Miss Johnson. Yeah, Catherine Johnson. Yep, was an American mathematician whose calculations of the orbital mechanisms as a NASA employee was critical to the success of the first subsequent U.S. crewed space flights. What are we saying here? Orbital mechanisms, see? Orbital mechanisms. Orbital mechanisms. See that? Might be blowing y'all mind. Let me show you exactly what she did. And this was interesting to me. She actually used a Ancient Greek math formula to solve the problem. What problem was she trying to solve? This launch window thing right here. Look, see? This might not mean nothing to y'all, but here's the animation of the insight trajectory. All right. That purple is the insight, the blue is the earth, and the green is Mars. Now watch how they intersect. Watch this. Let's start over again. Watch this. Look. All right. Watch. See? Watch how the insight leaves Earth, the blue, and watch how I catch up to Mars. Remember, it's all moving. It ain't flat. I know y'all think the Earth is flat, but watch how that purple catch up with that green. Look, but watch this. Watch this. Bow. See that? See? See how important that was, baby, to do that, to pull that off? Those astronauts trusted that Sister Catherine, to baby get this right. Because if you get it wrong, it's going to miss Mars or it's going to miss the moon because everything is moving. That's how important her work was right here. Here you go. The insight. Okay. Interior exploration using, what's this? Semitic investigations, geodesity. Y'all know what it is, right? That's to study the size and shape of the Earth, right? And heat transport. There you go. Yeah, man. Look, man, we got to be in this, man. What we talking about here, man? If this is Lockheed Martin, we want those jobs, man. What are we talking about? And the thing to me is, if you was that afraid of Europeans, then you would want to be there doing that. If you actually think the color of your skin will make a person have allegiance with you, right? Then you want as many people of color in these high-level positions. So yeah, it never makes sense to me, man. So yeah, big up to the sister, man. All right, let me finish hearing this guy saying right here, man. Let's see what they actually talking about. It actually makes no sense.
Robert Brown.
Huh? What'd you say?
Don Robert Brown.
No.
Don Robert Brown.
No, Robert's wild.
The other dude.
Yeah, the other dude. The other dude.
Anti-black movement.
Yeah, he's really anti-black, yo. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I'm doing something that you that I should know better than to do, and you probably don't do. But I'm looking in the chat. But there's a point made by someone in the chat named Baltimore Bandit.
Okay.
He says that y'all know that just because we had science in Africa don't mean we brought it here. The white man did. That's his science. That's not the science our ancestors used. And that's what I was talking to people concerning earlier. I don't know where we made it a competition to where it has to be like a strict divide in science. It has to be a white man science and a black man science. Where does it come in that it has to be this competition? And even in some of the other problems that we have, even when it came to the Egypt Kemet thing, it's a competition. We don't want to accept anything that if we see it as coming from or being inspired or instigated by quote unquote white scientists. Why do we have that? I think that people have to get over that. During that Egypt conversation, what I wanted to hear from was someone who could say, I don't care if Egypt was black or white. Then I would actually listen to them, because other people have too much invested into it has to be black. It has to be. If it's not black, I'm just going to jump off of a building. Why are you that invested in it? I know that our past trauma has done something to us, but we have to be able to move past that, or if not move past it, because I don't want to make light of our past situation, but we have to find a way to cope with it so that it doesn't make us run away from science into the arms of pseudoscience, because that's what a lot of our people have done. We ran from science because we see it as being the white man's, so we want something opposite of it. I want to find something opposite since I see that as being white.
I want to know where does African science and white man science delineate? Like,
where's the separation?
I want a graph. Like, show me African science, and then show me white man science, and then let's look at how they differentiate. Like, like, I don't even understand what we talking about. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, like
science
math,
is science. Like,
got a color on it.
And also,
yeah, I don't
you saying, because when I read that, I was thinking the same thing you were just thinking. Now, what country in Africa? Like,
Yeah,
like where we going to isolate it to? Like, I'm.
Yeah, so you're right. Whoever says right here in the comment, that's because whoever say white man science don't understand science. Yep. And yes, science has its biases, right? But good science help regulate those biases. It's important. Scientific. I think you said it on Social's World. You said yes. The scientific method. Yeah, I'm saying helps slow down your biases and the data. What's up, Kemet? You want to say something crazy?
Yo, what's popping? What's happening, homie?
Well, man, you know what it is, man. Black African Power. What's good? Welcome to the Community of Skeptics. What it do?
What's good, man? Hey, man, y'all seen the y'all see the UFO in the video with Brother Rich and Brother Blue Pill?
Nah, man, come on with that, man. Stop.
No, I'm serious. Maybe I promise you, bro. Check this out.
Stop it, man. You gotta stop.
Listen, you know, the minute you use the term, you know, the minute, listen though, the minute you use the term UFO, listen, the minute whenever you use the term UFO, that means you don't know what it is. Yeah. UFO means unidentified flying object. That means don't know what that is.
Exactly. So that means I said it right. It was an unidentified flying object, right? Yeah. Now, I'm the only one who pointed this out. Now, if you go to that video, right, at 59:14, you tell me what you see, and holler back at me.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna give no views for that bullshit. Not me, bro.
You don't know what it is.
You don't have to be on air. Just do it off air.
No, I'm not doing nothing
saying,
with that. You go do it.
Is it unidentified or did you identify what it is? Which one?
Yeah, come on, man.
Me personally, I think it was a spirit. I don't believe in that, but that's the only thing. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Okay, you reached your moment.
So you identified it as a spirit.
You reached your moment.
That's what I would classify it as.
You have reached your hold on. You have reached your moment of complete foolery. We're gonna move on, yo. We'll get back to that. We're not gonna let you filthy up the show with that.
God.
You have lost your mind.
Yeah.
Did he just?
He got you. Y'all community of skeptics, right?
Yeah,
so I expect that. You're the community of
skeptics. So he compared it. You compared it to other spirits you've seen in the past, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, that's a spirit."
Nah,
when I remember the other spirits I've seen in the past,
I was just watching the video when I saw it came out of nowhere. I'm like, "Yo, what the hell is that?" So I rewinded like 20 times.
So
I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy."
To it? Do you think the pills got a connection to the spirit world, yo? And they summons the spirits? Man, let me move on, man.
No, I think they were just at the right place at the right time.
All right, bro. Here we go. I hear you.
Intellect and technical skills and technical know-how. So STEM isn't going to do shit for us.
I got this look at your face. Did you want to chime in?
What are we talking about? Like we can't chew gum and walk at the same time. It's the most. It's not thought out. It's shrouded in complete ignorance of understanding who our people really are, man. Like we did the liberal arts, right? We do the science. We do all things that functioning civilizations do. and all of a sudden we should take a back seat to STEM. That makes no sense. Like, come on. And thinking that because you're doing STEM, all of a sudden you're void of history. You know, all my children are well educated. I got one going.
Of almost a little privilege because you've had the opportunity to explore it, but then you're shaming other people out of having that same opportunity.
Right.
And
Right.
when you're in school, they usually have you take certain classes that you can't just take any type of classes. You have to take a mixture of things. So
right.
That assumption that, I mean, we all remember what it was like to be in college. We all had our ideas about what we wanted to do or not, but it's set up a certain way so that people do have some type of ethics as they're going through life. And Dr. Maya, you're in this field. Would you say that the field of STEM and STEAM is void of ethics? I know there's
not at all.
Right.
Not at all. And I got some slides that I'm going to prove that. Not at all. It's not void of ethics at all.
People fight all the time to make sure that the ethical components in these fields are maintained. So
absolutely.
Facts. Yeah. That was pure techno babble. If y'all know what that means.
Yeah, that's
it was wild. And those courses you're talking about, Miss Tiffany, are called electives. And I know most of my electives, I chose classes that had a historical context, actually. Even though, my discipline was Bachelor's of Science. You feel me? And then let's talk about, so again, this is funny because these are supposed to be like, top-notch Black power, part of the Panthers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
RVites, they talk about Pan-Africanism.
Exactly. I know Diallo has that connection. You feel me? So what I'm trying to understand, so is he saying that our children not being taught in school the proper history? Because if that's the case, then last week y'all was saying how we need to teach our children this and that. So I just find it very contradictory, because I feel like a lot of times it's up to other spaces where we can teach our children certain things about our history that may not get in school. And it's not the school's job to teach every bit of just African-American history. That's not how it works, right? So I find that a bit contradictory, unrealistic. Yeah, technobabble.
And again, we all are going to need to visit a hospital, a dentist at some point in our life. We have to, most of us get regular checkups. So wouldn't it be nice to have more of our children within our community following these fields? And why would you discourage that? It's
exactly
wild to me.
Yeah.
It's on purpose. I think it's actually on purpose because we keep bringing forth that old rhetoric. And and you'll hear people say, well, we not free. And that's disrespect to those who had shackles on their legs, things around their neck, so they couldn't escape. And we're not free. That's bananas. It took high-level Black thinkers, right? Thurgood Marshall, Martin Luther King, okay, to actually go challenge the Supreme Court, to get the thing together to challenge. And by the way, the Supreme Court was full of white people. Yeah, Supreme Court definitely was full of white people, man. It took, people with a different type of vision. It was a word used there, technobabble. Was technobabble. Technobabble. Okay. Also called techno speech is a type of nonsense that consists of buzzwords, esoteric language, or technical jargon. It is in science fiction. Like I said, they definitely basing it off of non-reality. Y'all want to add something to that?
Yo, what up? I just wanted to say first off, I appreciate the show y'all did the other day. I was actually busy, but I was watching, and I was pretty amazed at the things that the guy was saying about science and not STEM not being able to move us forward. Well, we've been trying these other things for 400 years, and we still not having moved forward. So it's time we have to. I don't know what they expect. Like, do you really expect to refute DNA based off your belief? I don't know. Like, what are we supposed to do, bro? For real, this is confusing.
It's not really confusing, man. People doing what they want to do, man. They just doing what they want to do, man. Like, they actually doing what they want to do. Saying what they want to say. It's all based off of just talking. I came to this community, it was all based off talking. It's not based off of how literate you are on something, man. It's based off of one of the lowest level things. It's called memorization. And so when we start to bring up those sources and understanding where the source came from and the critiques, that's when the whole thing turned upside down with. And that's what we could actually see when people was getting off the path. We could see if you was clearly off the path, and then we could actually follow your career on YouTube and see who stayed close to that, right? And we say, yeah, you just fell off. Because now all of a sudden you the damn expert. But we haven't seen you go to school, though. You had time to go. You had time to become a doctor. We've been on, if you wanted to be a doctor, I know dude's been in for 10 years. That's enough to get a doctorate. If you wanted to call yourself an expert, you can take the shortcuts. And so I actually got a bunch of people taking shortcuts, bro. Yeah, you Black Power, it sound good, yo. It's the rhetoric, but it's not going to work on this generation. It's not going to work on my kids. It's not working on us, so it ain't going to work on our kids. Yeah, we high level thinkers. So you got something to add to that?
Yeah, I'm just sitting there trying to figure out.
Yeah, hold it down for me 1 second. I gotta grab some water. You hear me?
All right, yeah, because I'm sitting there trying to figure out, like, what dude was like, I know what the problem is. STEM. Like who thought of that? Like, that's crazy to me. Like we don't even have we're fighting to get more people involved in the field. Like, it's not even enough of us in the field to say, okay, yeah, that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? We don't even got enough representation.
That was
in that
confusing to me. That's what confused me.
So,
right there when I heard him say that. So like, huh? Did he really say that?
Yeah, that's just crazy to me, bro. And I said on the show, I think like a lot of the YouTube Black Power movements are given, Pan-African movements are giving the more genuine ones a bad look. And I think they speak the loudest. You know what I mean? They're giving the so like in modern times, when we think of the Black Power movement and Pan-Africanism, we think of Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that been building a school for like 14 years. And we still ain't got no school. You know what I mean? We think about people like, we think, General Seti. You know what I mean? So one would ask, like, 40, 50 years from now, when they talk about the great Pan-Africanist thinkers of our time, we don't want them to say Dr. Umar. That would be crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that part of it's wild to me. Man.
Is that what they gonna say, Dr. Umar? Tariq Nasheed? Are those the names they gonna scream out? Ali Muhammad?
Public Pan-Africanists of our
those
day?
the names they gonna scream out?
I just say this.
Y'all know they're gonna keep us with the same mainstream Black people they've been promoting. That's just the same vicious cycle.
I just say this. Hopefully, us being adults, we could teach the new generation, especially whoever got children. Like I teach my children, my son and my daughter. They actually learn STEM, and I'm trying to get them in a private school that is focused centeredly on STEM. We just got to show them the different way, and whatever a person's belief is, do not push that on your children. Let them come of competent age to make their own decisions, and just remember that construction and all its disciplines, agriculture and all its disciplines, medicine, etc., and mortuary, as well as STEM, these are the main components of what build and thrive a civilization. And if we want to move from the bottom of the totem pole, we need to acclimate our children to those fields of disciplines. Stop trying to have them dress in the best fashion. Stop trying to have them be out here to go viral on the TikTok to make some money. Stop trying to do a money grab. You know, that's what I was mentioning earlier about the bag and stuff. I was really trying to espouse that.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question pertaining to that. How would you think public school will interfere with those disciplines that you're trying to give your kids?
All right, so with that, go back right there then until you turn it down.
Arguments in 2024. They have
and my situation different. I can remove my children from public school because I have the financial resources to do so, and I know how to file the homeschool exemption form.
Samuel, you got mute.
What happened? I was trying to answer the brother question. I think it was Trigger.
Go ahead.
So with my
situation, it was interfering. Go ahead.
No sweat. With my situation is different. But for those who may not be within the confines of what I'm in, I would say you have sacrifices to make. What's more important? The optimization of your child's future, or you getting along to get along, going along to get along. What's more important? And that's what we have to make overall, not just with us personally. If you don't have children, but if you have children, you got to make those sacrifices, man. And me being from where I'm from and how I grew up, I made those sacrifices. I'm still making them, and I don't regret none of them because I understand is what I'm doing it for is greater than me.
I feel what you're saying, but history has proven to us that public school have more influence on your child than a lot of parents have. Public school is where they learn the newest fashion, the newest trend. Most times they go join gangs and stuff like this. So I think you can teach a child. I think public school, I'm not saying it's wrong, it's good, but I'm just saying I can see how public school tends to sway your child in a lot of different directions than a lot of times you want to, based off your teachings. Like you can teach them all the Black African stuff you want, but a lot of time public school would kind of taint that a little bit.
All right, freeze for a minute. You made that up. Tell me how English, math, and science can influence your kid in a wild, crazy way. You're just saying anything, bro. You coming with the spirits,
No, I'm
and
saying,
then you coming with that.
Okay, when most kids learn game from public schools. Most kids learn the newest trend.
The what?
School.
No, that's not true.
Gangbang. When it comes to gangbanging, I remember when I was in school.
Stop lying, Madonna. I didn't learn gangbanging, and I didn't learn about gangbanging in the school. I grew up in a blood hood.
Come on, just let him talk. Relax. Don't cut him off like that, yo. Let him say
I
what
know,
he
right? Like you getting triggered. Like, but no, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that pertaining to the subject that they learn. I'm saying, as far as like when it comes to fashion, wanting the Jordans, wanting the latest this or this and that. A lot of that public school have a big influence on children because people get talked about. If you have a pair, what they call back in the day, May Pops or Buddies or something, you got talked about bad as hell to the point your self-esteem was low. So I'm just saying all these things plays a part at public school on children's upbringing.
Now I agree with the dressing. That's why they made them start wearing uniforms. So I agree with that. But the biggest influence in your children's lives should be their parents and their family. If the school is the biggest influence, then the parents and the family's not doing what they're supposed to do, bro. Simple as that, yo.
Nah, that mean they fail, huh? We ain't gonna sugarcoat it. They failed, and they shouldn't have them.
They failing. That means the parents are failing. I agree. They're failing. I agree.
Yeah, all right, okay. All right, we got somebody else popped on. Before hold on, brother Logic. I would like to share the screen right here. Let me show you this book right here. This is General History of Africa. And you know why they even make the shit? Why they even take the time to make it, right? Why? You know, the Black Power community ain't reading this. They laughed at me when I'm bringing this stuff out. And they all use it, the Cairo Symposium. That's the only thing they talk about. And they ain't even read that document. So it's a whole bunch of, we're not going to read nothing. We're just going to talk crazy. The general history of Africa is a pioneering corpus unparalleled in the ambition to cover the history of the entire African continent since the appearance of human beings to contemporary challenges faced by Africans and their diasporas in the world, man. It is a history that no longer leaves the pre-colonial period in the shadows, and that deeply integrates the destiny of Africa into that of humanity by highlighting its relations with the other continents and the contributions of African cultures to the general progress of humanity. All right, it talks about the whole thing. I've been through this 1,000 times, but you got to go 1,001. And so when you come here in this work right here, they mention right here, animals, human, plants are classified in species in terms of various species are grouped together in genre. It say the paleontologist task is to identify past genre and species from the fossil record in a bid to recognize and consider their evolution over the course of time. And it says Charles Darwin was the first scientist to publish a modern theory of evolution and the origins of man. It was Charles Darwin that first pointed to Africa. Yeah, ain't had nothing to do with no people of color, brown people, no matter what you say. And all the Black Power people use this. They use this man's theory and don't even know they're using it. Every time you murmur Africa is the motherland, and every time you murmur that the origins of Africans is in Africa and we the first on planet Earth, right? You're talking about Charles Darwin, literally. Charles Darwin was the first scientist, not a philosopher, not a lawyer, not a politician, not a liberal arts major, but a scientist, to publish a modern theory on evolution and the origins of man. It was Darwin who first pointed to Africa as the home of man, and researched over the past 100 years has shown how correct he was. Many aspects of Darwin's pioneering work have been substantiated, and to consider evolution merely as a theory is no longer realistic. So here we go, man. Right. So stop saying that Africa is the homeland of humans or black people and then talk crazy about the racism in Charles Darwin. It makes no sense. You're talking out the side of your neck, and they all do it. And they do it on regular basis and regular occurrences, man. I'm saying, so really, nobody's really reading. What's going on, Logic? What it do, brother?
What's up, man? I don't want to chime in just yet. I kind of like I literally just tuned into the show, but the topic is definitely, I think, very important. It's a really good message that it sounds like you're getting at, right? And I think this is the kind of message that gets right to the bottom of, kind of gets like right to the heart of all these conversations, right? Of how this misinformation actually derails Black Power and doesn't give it any sort of real momentum, and kind of keeps you, maybe stuck in like a hamster wheel of bad information that leads nowhere, right? So I'm gonna sit back for a couple more minutes before I chime in, and I want to take the temperature of the conversation before I just start talking about the movie.
All right. All good, man. So you want to add something, bro?
No, keep rocking.
Okay. All right, so let me go to this important page right here in that same book, 313. Okay, the conclusion of nature and the raw. A liberated humanity. I wonder what liberated humanity. Was it the liberal arts? What exactly was that? Okay, so for you, real liberation is understanding where the hell you at and how you got here and why you here. That's liberation right there. And we talking about liberating you from ignorance. What was the ignorance? The ignorance that was promoted in slavery, where you lost everything, literally, and had to start over again. And so you would liberate yourself through reading, writing, and understanding your condition. You know, I traveled in wild ass neighborhoods for a long period of time in my life. And the number one enemy, right? The number one enemy in the black community wasn't even white people, y'all. It was ignorance. Oh man. Okay. So it was the ignorance of the laws that were affecting black people that put them in a position not to even challenge them. And it was those that educated themselves on the laws, like I must keep saying, like Thurgood Marshall and the rest of the civil rights movement lawyers, right? That actually pushed for our civil rights. Most people won't even agree to that. But once you educate yourself on your environment and where you at, yo, you stand a better chance of victory. You stand a better chance of putting yourself in a space where you can understand what the hell's going on. And so as I travel to these crazy neighborhoods, yo, it just was the outright ignorance. People actually thought that they were stuck, man. Right? You know, so proud of myself on being able to actually do something a little bit different based off what I was doing. And we had a command of the English language, the reading, writing skills, and just the way we operated was a little different than people that didn't. There might have been some people that got more money based off of being in the areas, but what did they do with the money when they got it? Was they able to invest? Was they able to understand what the hell was going on? Was they able to change their position? You found out most of them wasn't. A lot of times people was locked up and didn't have enough money to even, bail themselves out after making thousands of dollars, or having enough money put away for your lawyers. All that was in the game. And it was just ignorance of that. So let me show this right here. I want to actually get to right here. All right.
What you just said right there deserved like a standing ovation, man. For real. That was all of that.
Yeah, it was ignorance, bro. I'm telling you, man. I know. Crazy as
Yo,
hell, yo.
Before you continue, I want to get this out. It's something I've been meaning to say. A lot of people don't understand that the Enlightenment was actually them using science to fight against the ignorance that they had just left out of in the Dark Ages and things like that. So a lot of people aren't aware of that. So, but yeah, that's what the Enlightenment actually was. It was them using science to fight against the spookisms.
Can I throw something in there too?
Yeah, go for it.
Real quick, yo.
Go ahead, take your time.
I have a question, right? And my question is that I'm assuming, because I don't know, right? And maybe you know more than I do, right? I'm assuming that slavery did such a thorough job of destroying where we come from and our previous legacy that we left in Africa, right? I'm assuming that it's so thoroughly destroyed that would you say that there's enough there to recover to actually make a dent in our progress for here in America?
No, history is not the only thing that's going to help you progress in America. That's a crazy idea promoted by Black Power, yo. That's nuts.
Okay.
Right. That don't even make no sense, man. The two don't even correlate. But what I would, I always say this though. Human beings want to know where the hell they came from, yo. That's important, yo, for different psychological reasons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That like they spend billions of dollars, man, to look at the stars. Yo. They ain't looking at the stars to look at the stars. They're trying to understand, right, where we are, how we got here. So so it's just important to human beings, period. but it's not the only thing. Like I always say, we can chew gum and walk at the same time, and that shouldn't be the only thing you're doing. That's ridiculous to make that the spearhead. You don't have to know nothing about Black history and still be successful, yo, and still care about people that look like you, bro. Like that's real. We talk to hundreds of people all the time that have no real inkling. They just have a history in America, or just have a history of their immediate family and still do well and still have enough sense to know that when they're being oppressed. You feel me? So knowing African history, knowing exactly what tribe it came from, first of all, you'll never find that out. You'll never get there with that. DNA doesn't do it. So that's lost. That's actually lost. You're not going to be able to get that back as of 2024. So the answer to your question is, I mean, I'm not sure if it's one of those essential things as a lot of people make it. I find it to be an important thing, but I don't know about an essential thing. So like, looking for a distant star and not take care of global warming is kind of ridiculous. Do you not agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So you see the order of things, right? There's an order of business. There's an order of business that should take place first.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And that's been pushed first, which is crazy. So if you're pushing for finding distant stars, right, and spending the majority of your budget on it, but yet not taking care of issues of global warming, then you tripping. So if you're spending much of your resources on getting this pseudo history from Africa, because they're not actually using this there, bro. They're not, they talk down on this. Hold on, they talk down the very thing that could help them. Hold on, let me show the screen on this. Man, please do the industrial accident effect in April Museum. All right, hold on. Right here, yo. That's what I want to show you. Let me share the screen. They're not doing this. They talking crazy about it, yo. Science, right? So anthropology is the actual thing that will get you what they're looking for. But they argue and fight against that. They talk down about that. So these are artifacts in the damn museum, right? But how do you get to these artifacts in the museum? Well, you get to these artifacts in the museum based off of what? Anthropology, archaeology. But you say it's the white man's science. You wasn't digging up no pots and graves in Africa. He wasn't doing that. That wasn't essential to what you was doing. These fields of anthropology is new. Anthropology is new. But so what? It's new. But it's a central tool for getting the very thing they claim they want to get, but yet they talk crazy about it. And that's the part that's confusing me, Logic. It's very confusing to me. You feel me? How do you know that Africans, right, was in Egypt, Nubia, Sudan, right? How do you know? Through anthropology, 300,000 years ago. Here's a timeline. 300,000 years ago. You find people on the Nile Valley. Prehistoric Sudan and Nubia. Ain't no, in these prehistoric times. You see it highlighted on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the whole thing is confusion and foolery, yo, and it's a scam at the end of the day. I'm gonna go that far. When you start to talk about Charles Darwin, and you start to talk about science and anthropology and all that stuff, there's really stuff that can really help you, capture your history, you know what I'm saying, as you do other things, yo, then I know you're just playing with our community, man. You're not really caring, you're not really studied on it. And so I'm gonna end with this. The conclusion from Nature in the Raw. All right, this is that UNESCO book. This is how you know people ain't really working. It say the preceding chapter amplifies, illustrates the leading role of Africa played at the early stages in the story of mankind. Although they now stand at the periphery, of the technological developed world. Periphery, the word periphery is important to know here. Periphery is like the outskirts, the periphery, all right? Stand on the periphery of the technological developed world. It ain't saying nothing about not understanding the story. People in Africa know their damn history, their tribal cultural history. They ain't standing in the periphery of that, but they stand in the periphery of the technologically developed world. Africa and Asia were the forefront of progress for the first 1.5 million years, yo. So they don't even understand. You know how long 1.5 million years, the first 1.5 million years is? That's before Homo sapiens sapien. They was producing technology. I'm gonna say this again. Africans in Africa, before Homo sapien, you had African Homo habiligensis. You had African Homo naledi. You had African Homo erectus. Prior to Homo sapiens sapiens, 3.5 million years, Homo erectus, stone tools, earliest stone tool makers, making fire, which is a high-level technology for survivability. Homo erectus means walk upright. In Africa, Africans. First 1 million years, world history, from the time of Australopithecus and Pithecus, as we now know, Africa was the main setting both for man's emergence as the solvent species of the planet, solvent species, meaning in control of his well-being, right? Power over yourself and your clan and your family. Species of the planet and for the development of the political society. Okay? Govern themselves. It's a but, watch this, the preeminent role it played in prehistory, before writing, prehistoric times, was followed during the historical period of the past 2,000 years by a pattern of development marked by what? Exploitation. It was exploited, which reduced the entire continent to a mere tool in the hands of others. Black Power is what we reading this. We take that Black African power to read this.
That was
Those
dope.
dedicated to being Black Americans, African Americans, and have a command over their African history because we look through the eyes of anthropology. So if you spitting on science, then you spitting on anthropology, which includes different sciences, archaeology, evolution, the whole 9 yards. You spitting on the very thing you claim you wanted to do. You can't even develop your ideology until you look back in the history, and you look back in the history through the eyes of anthropology. Last time I checked. So it's ignorance that is our number one enemy, and it's ignorance, right, and misinformation that has destroyed the Black Power movements. Man, anybody else want to speak on that, man? So I don't know if you want to go live or not, right? But I know I've reached the end. Man, y'all hit that Cash App, man. As a matter of fact, man, real quick. You want to say something, Lodge, real quick?
I'll crank up probably tomorrow, like I do,
Okay.
middle of the day type joint.
Okay. Lodge, you want to say something?
No, I mean I totally agree with what you're saying, right? It's that you have to use the modern tools to be able to figure that out. So you can't demonize the modern tools, right? And you can't go as far as to say all modern technology is white man technology, and you can't get all conspiracy theories out behind it either. But I totally agree with you, right? And you kind of started out you started out with the other points that you were making about how they mastered their environment through law, right? That's how they were able to get things done. And, I totally understand. Now you made another point that I wouldn't totally agree with, at least not totally, right? Is that it's all scamming, because I feel like they get it from somewhere, right? I mean, that's a totally different conversation, but I think today, it's just so misguided and convoluted, diluted with bad information, to where like the direction of it is just that poor, right? I'm not so sure, if I want to call it in totality scamming. I think there are some scammers, right? Like Minister Inky is a perfect example of somebody who just has to be scamming. Like he knows better, right? Whereas I would think that there may be some other people who are just simply misguided and think that they have the right way to do it, or somebody is giving them the blueprint to do it this way, and they are just following along with it. So I think that's a but this is a really, really healthy conversation, man. This idea is the one that needs to be completely drawn out, to where we can really fully examine what's happening here. Because if I think it's really important, because it's the one conversation that really puts us all on one timeline, or one agenda type of thing. Like we all just want to see our people kind of succeed and do a little bit better. Just that we would differ on the methods, right? Some people think that, we can attack scientific racism, and that's the most important method, or that might be the most important subject matter to address. But I would wholeheartedly agree with that, because that would be the same as overemphasizing history and the role that it plays in your community becoming better. So I really like a lot of stuff that you said, right? I think when you call it scamming, you might be right. My opinion is, I think everybody doesn't fit that, and they have a noble agenda, at least an agenda that they think is noble, but it's just simply misguided, like very, very misguided, right? And not even, I would say like today is probably not even a complete thought, right? Like what, so what if some of the stuff you're actually saying is true? How does that actually contribute to our community now becoming stronger, better, or anything like that? You know what I'm saying?
So when I say scamming, I'm saying you're actually scamming our intellectual real estate between our ears. What I'm saying is that the things you're talking about has been clearly shown to be wild, but yet you keep promoting it as if we was in the 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s. That you clearly continue a message that occurred prior to. Remember, I told you things become obsolete after the civil rights movement. Remember, I said that obsolete.
Yes.
Why is it obsolete? Because now, your right to vote is there. Okay, all right. Your right to go where you want to go. Right, business, all that. That doesn't mean that immediately after the bill was signed off, right, that white people followed suit. Doesn't mean that. They had to send out the federal troops and all that. You had mayors, right, governors that was against it. So I'm not never saying that. I'm not never saying that everything is all clear. I'm not never saying that. We're not speaking in absolutes. What we're saying is now that if a police officer, right, shoots your babies down, right, you can get payment for that using the damn system. You can change laws. We just seen it happen in front of our face. We seen it. When they kill a sister, kick a door down, kill a sister, right? That no knock one thing that's gone in that area. Use that system. Before, back in the 60s, what, huh? You look at a white person, they hanging you. Better cross over the street. Couldn't be who you wanted to be with the whole 9 yards. Craziness. Rot. Man, they just shot up the Black Panther Party. I mean, poison the cool, all kind of shit, right? So what I'm saying now is, I'm not saying that those things still don't occur, absolutely. What I'm saying is now we have some measure against that. And it's important for us to take advantage of that and not stay in the same old mindset that was in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and the 1600s. You have to at least evolve your thinking based off your victories. That's like winning the Super Bowl or something and then go home and cry and stay in your house for a week as if you lost. Makes no damn sense. This whole message, right, is misinformed.
Right.
Has been destroyed based off of pseudoscience. Like now we can clearly look at it and say, come on, yo, we can, and I'm gonna bring it up. We can pick up a damn Dr. Ben book and listen to a damn Dr. Ben lecture and tell completely where he was fucking it up. You couldn't have did that in the 60s. You thought that shit was fire. Oh, that's fire right there, yo. Oh man. Right. So come on, man.
Yeah, you make you. Yeah, I like how you put that. Right. My analogy with it is like it's like trying to win the Super Bowl running a wishbone 3 plays in a row. Like it ain't working like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like the game has evolved, and you gotta be you gotta be on the forefront of where the struggle is to make an impact. You can't be way the hell somewhere crazy and make a difference. You just can't do that.
Yeah, you can't be that Japanese, them lone
Yeah,
Japanese that was left in them damn islands. You're
yeah.
still shooting after people
You
after this
can't
shit was over with.
you can't be that worried about, like you said, like you can't be worried about the stars when we need to fix the what you call the ozone layer or whatever. What would you say?
No,
Global warming, right?
yeah, come on, man. That's
You
crazy.
can't be, you can't look past the goal, or you gotta know where the struggle is. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason for us to have experts, though. It's a reason for that, man. And then you got to be able to understand what the damn expert is saying. Yo, we got a lot of that going on. So, man, it's a lot, man. And yeah. It's so when I'm saying you scamming, I'm saying that the things that you're talking about has either clearly not worked because we've seen it. We're not gonna sit here and act like the Black Panther Party was
We definitely seen it. That's for sure.
right. We're not gonna sit here and say that the Nation of Islam, yo, that worked. And then sit here and cuss Martin Luther King out. That's what they do, though. Crazy as hell. Oh, they was appeasing white people. Yo, they wanted to team up and be that. Y'all just wanted to do what white people was doing. No, we just wanted to do what the damn America said you could do. We just wanted to make them abide by the rules and regulations. They start when their forefathers put in the Declaration of Independence and all that. Yeah, you know, and yeah, we just want y'all to follow that.
Right.
That's all we want, bro. But that we deserve the same rights that y'all do. We ain't even get into the part of reparations yet. We ain't even get into the part of the complete nonsense and foolery at high levels. Yeah, I don't want to hear about don't talk to me about no white people in the 14, 15, 1600s all the way up to 1980. I don't want to hear it because they was wild. Like, come on, man. The 67. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. There was no regard. So come on, man. We cannot allow the very thing that we claim is going to help us out to become a weight in our life, yo. You know, history, never allow history to become a weight. It will weigh you down. It will stop you from moving. And I think that's what you be saying, though, Logic, that the study of history that we claim in without anthropology, pseudoscience, right? Experts that ain't experts, that's all pseudoscience. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. People thinking they know more than they really think.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You go to overemphasizing it.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Right.
You know, you're not hearing the experts. You know what I'm saying? Like the experts, bro. Like you're not hearing them say the things that people be saying, bro. And you know, a lot of people has we not friends no more over that. That's fine with me though, yo, because I ain't coming here to appease none of y'all Negroes at all, at no time period. This my time I'm giving, volunteering. This what I'm doing. If you don't like it, get the hell out. If you don't like it, go do something else. It's all good. But I'm not gonna stand there and be seemingly bullied for a friendship that ain't worth a hill of beans if we going against the very thing we claim we supposed to be doing, dog. That's where I'm at with it, yo. Call me the old man, call me what you want to call me. I'm not trying to hear it, yo. Now I'm not this shit is funny to me. I'm not even listening to you, not even talking to you. I'm talking to the grandbabies. I'm talking to the kids, talking to your kids. Maybe they hear you playing it in the background. I'm saying, what did he say? Let me look that up. That's what I'm talking to. At the end of the day, yo, we all be dead in 50 years. Simple. But this thing we call scientific literacy, yo, is going to be booming, yo. Let me finish off this right here real quick.
had to say. I think it's like maybe a couple of seconds.
I went downhill. They started talking about the pseudoscience and went nuts.
Hold
It
on,
got worse. It definitely got worse.
I just want to see real quick.
Until we as a people have the correct ideology and collective agenda. STEM alone will not save us.
Okay. So the answer is no, it won't help at all. And
it won't help at all.
Yeah, I told you it got worse. They just dropped off the map.
At all.
Just to go back to the off-quoted response I got when raising this as an issue at Morgan, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 years ago. Dr. Ball, your problem is you want to create new knowledge. We don't do that here. Your job is to create menial laborers for the communications industry. I'm a theoretical physicist. We don't teach theoretical physics here. We teach what students need to know to run the machines for theoretical physicists, end quote. So STEM, and then to the point of Lonnie Johnson earlier.
That's all we do, Brother Ankh, in the School of Engineering is create new knowledge. So I don't know what he's talking about.
STEM will be used to oppress. What happened?
Nah,
go ahead.
my bad.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. That's it.
Man, that man wanted to say STEM actually oppress black people, yo. It's not STEM that oppresses black people, yo. It's human beings. It's stinking thinking. It's human beings that are out of order. They don't police themselves on what is right and what is wrong that oppress black people. It's not science. Science is a human endeavor created by human beings to understand a natural world. We have a natural problem here. We don't have a spiritual problem. People will tell you that. We have a problem in the real world. And the tool that has been created by human beings, or the tool that has been created by people that are clearly natural. We had a whole conversation in Discord whether humans was damn natural or not. You know, it's counterintuitive. Of course, you don't see yourself as being a damn animal. Of course, you see yourself as being separate from nature and better than nature. Of course you do. That's how your senses developed. But in actuality, right, you're an animal. You're part of the natural world, and your problems occur in the natural world. Ah, man, it's just, you know.
So you telling me dude is a theoretical physicist, which I don't believe, but he could be, that think we don't need more theoretical physicists?
Right. He ain't
that he's seen so many black theoretical physicists in the field. He's like, yo, well, you know, this is a problem. We need to be doing something else. Like, is that we? I don't believe that shit, bro. I don't believe he's a theoretical physicist, bro. I don't.
But he said something key that I caught that he said, and I noticed when I was in school before I went and caught my bid, they was doing the same thing for the most part. He said they don't teach you theoretical physics. They teach you how to keep up with the mechanics of that field. It's like, it's hard to explain it, but I caught when he said it and it was just glossed over. It's like, we're just going to teach you what to do just to sustain
theoretical physics.
Yeah, he said something like, we just teach you how to operate the
think
instrument.
about the field. We're talking about we're talking theoretical physics, bro. Like, you understand the operations involved in theoretical physics, bro? You talking about high levels of mathematics.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I was just catching
high levels of mathematics. Yeah, high levels of mathematics just to be in the room. You can't. That ain't like a trade, bro. Like, come on. That's my issue with it, bro. I understand the point you're making as far as creating laborers and not actually building people at the forefront. I understand the point you're making, but that when you're talking theoretical physics, man, you talking goddamn Michi.
I think he was lying. I think he was lying on the theoretical physicists, saying that we just
because even Dr. Bayard said that's not true.
Yeah, it's not true, man. You have a code of ethics in science, man. Like, you lose your job. Like, come on, man. Science is all based off of you being honest, yo. Because once you get caught, yo, your career is gone.
Yeah, your credibility shattered.
That's it.
Yeah, man. If we didn't have a code of ethics, we probably can go farther. Because we could do like old boy did with his sons with the vaccine. Get one of his sons the vaccines and get one of his sons vaccinated and leave one not to be. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that no more.
Oh, you talking about with the the one that ended up catching smallpox? That?
Yeah. He gave one you can't do that no more, bro.
So that's where
there's
I
a reason we
disagree with
can't do
y'all.
certain.
But I know this show is not based off that. But I always stood my point that I'm not with vaccinations. But that's like I got pushed back to on a lot of stuff. But this is not one of those shows.
It's always one of them shows. Yeah, it is because you can't listen, man. Like we can't claim.
I get it. Go ahead, get it out. Go ahead, confess. It's all good. It's all good, bro.
Yeah, you know, we just can't profess to be intellectuals and can't read the data. This says when we make statements like I'm not gonna get vaccinated, I'm not, and all that, it because you already vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? Like we come into this world vaccinated. And this is the thing that gets me. What about the vaccines that's still working in your body now? It's obvious that vaccines,
The ones you
not
got
getting
as a child.
vaccines is not an issue. Getting vaccinated, meaning being vaccinated, right, as Black people, has not been an issue. That's clear. We don't talk about that until it was a damn pandemic. Prior to that, when you hanging out, man, yo, Charlie, man, yo, Shorty and them just got 50 years, yo. Yo, you know the feds ran up on Shorty and them, yo. Hey, yo, you know they just busted the shop. Damn, yo, Shorty had a shootout. Yo, he killed that nigga, yo. Oh, man, yo. Y'all ain't had no bail money, man. Oh, man, Shorty went to college, yo, got caught. Got locked up and he ain't even finished college, man. That's the shit we talked about. We ain't talking about, hey, you know, Will died from a vaccine, you know. We ain't start dying from vaccines.
They forget about everybody forget about the time you was in class and you get that note. Hey, bro, your vaccines is you need to get your vaccines updated. If you don't take this to your mama and she don't get you can't come back to school. Like, everybody forget that trip that mama made.
I didn't have
put you back to
those. I
school.
didn't never
You ain't
have
never had
immunization. That's what I'm saying. My son beside me, he never been vaccinated. I stand against that, but that's for me. I'm not telling everybody else not to do
was
it.
you vaccinated though?
I'm quite sure when I was
from? Where you going at?
Southside DC, Morris Road, 1400 block. Well, 1300 block.
You went to school.
14. Huh?
Yeah, you went to public school, right? You went to public school?
Yes, sir. Yeah. But I remember
You
those
vaccinated already?
conversations. I was out of school for months because of that, but I still wouldn't take the shot.
But you can't get back into school until you get them shots. But they don't bend on that, bro.
No, you always had exemptions. Like every year, I got to get my son his exemption forms every year.
So you were anti-government kindergarten, huh?
Back then, you had religious exemptions.
Nah, I'm atheist, brother. But what the other brother say though?
You had religious exemptions. We weren't doing that back in the day, bro. You gotta get that done.
No, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day when I was first born, I'm quite sure they probably did that. I don't know what my mom and dad did when I was first born, but I'm saying as I was getting older and like in middle school and late elementary, when those immunization record things was coming up, I never took those shots. I wouldn't take
them. Because of your mother?
No, because of me. I just wouldn't do it. I don't like needles.
It wasn't.
How did you get that idea that you didn't trust the vaccine way back then? Where'd you get that from?
You had agency of vaccines in elementary school.
We're not doing that. No.
What I'm saying is, this what I'm saying. I've been a certain way ever since I was a young one.
Now,
right?
What your mother say though? What your mother say to you?
Well, Black, you just gonna have to be out of school then. Your ass ain't going back. They ain't gonna take you. Like she used to do all that wild geek and shit, but I ain't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not taking the shot.
Right, so
like
how
I'm
would
just
you get back in?
Yeah, how you get
I don't know how they finesse. I don't know how they finagle that, bro. But I was in school though until I got kicked out of all school. I don't know how they have it. I didn't know
kicked out of all schools. He said it. So let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. You got vaccinated in the hospital. You definitely got vaccines before you went to school. I want you to know that. Absolutely, you did.
Yeah, when I was a
And
child.
I know, let me tell you, but the vaccines you got is still working in your body, yo. So I just, now I'm talking to me. I feel like since I was vaccinated and didn't catch none of the diseases I was vaccinated against, I feel myself to be a troll to my damn kids. If I say, yo, don't get vaccinated, that's crazy. And then you're not even getting out the hospital without getting a needle, yo. You're not getting, you don't have to, what? Nah, bro, like that ain't even happening. So yeah, babies get them shots. You can try to, you're gonna get a shot.
They
Trust
leave the
me.
agency up to the parents in the
Nah,
hospital. Though,
no, they don't.
They leave it up to you or what you want to do in the
No, they
hospital.
don't. No, they don't. When they first come in this world, they give them that bam.
And Howard Hospital, when my son was born, they left it up to us, and I said, "Y'all not doing it."
I think you still gonna get that vitamins. You're gonna get something, yo. But anyway, listen.
I'm talking about like the polio and all those type of things. That's what I'm talking about.
No, you
Those
don't get
shots.
that as no infant babies. I'm gonna show you what you get. What I want to tell you is
too young.
You're too young for that, yo. What I want to do you want to tell you this? Like the only reason you can actually get away with that is actually a false sense of security. Watch this, because the only reason you can actually have your kids not get vaccinated is because most people around them are. We didn't need everybody to get vaccinated. You
So herd
either got
immunity.
vaccinated, you either got vaccinated or you caught the thing, and that's what's really slowed down the thing. And as the thing mutated, you know what I'm saying, it lost its strength. That's what happened. So we can walk around here as African Americans. I don't need to get vaccinated. You're right, because you got a person like me on your right, a person like Social on your left. You know what I'm saying? And we vaccinated, so it stops the transmission of the damn thing. It stops at the person that's vaccinated. So we get it, dog. But I'm saying, for real, yo, that's a hell of a game to play, yo. And I always feel like you're walking around with it and is arrogant to tell your kids not to do it. When
But
you
if we
seem to be
study,
let me finish. You seem to be an educated person. It would take you a day to read some real literature outside of your limited scope on it, and you would see that you just made a mistake. Yo, it's okay. Just don't gotta
now,
jump on that.
if immunology teaches that your immune system builds the antibodies when it come in contact with a pathogen, virus, or things of that nature,
Bruh,
No.
don't cut them off. Let them say it. Let them say
I
it.
would just regurgitate what the book say. So if our immune system build the antibodies based off what we consume and what we put in our bodies and how we take care of ourselves, it can either weaken it or strengthen it. If I catch something without being vaccinated for based off the immunology, then I will gather it will fight it quicker and more. It will have a better effect versus me being injected with the dead cells of the pathogen or virus. Correct?
Nope. You said anything. You just said anything. You said
He
it
said he
wrong.
have a better. Does he have a better chance to survive? Because when you get it, you got first of all you got to catch it and live. That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he think he got a better chance of catching it. He's saying that the immunology says he got a better chance of surviving when he catch it by not having a vaccine than he do by catching it and having a vaccine. That's what he's saying.
Based off your immune system already producing the antibodies, because we all the bacteria that we constantly ingesting and inhaling and shit on a daily basis.
So while Unc is looking that up, can I ask you a question, yo? What does being an anti-vaxxer? No, what does being an anti-vaxxer have to do with Black Power?
No, that's why I said it was a conversation for a different. I was saying it for a different.
No. Yeah, for him. But you're right though, Social. That's definitely the running theme. Black powers don't get vaccinated these days. Absolutely. Based off the fear of high-level medical science that was brought to the Americas by, the people, we West Africa. Boy, that's the wildest thing to me.
Just so we clear, that's not my stance though, because I don't fall under that umbrella.
I know you. Wow, I know you. I heard when you first came on, yo. I ain't feel like I heard you. I heard you. I heard everything you said. So it's right here, yo. Here it go, right here, bro. hepatitis B. So you're basically saying is you want you be willing. I only want to use an example. People are basically saying that they're willing to allow their newborn babies to get hepatitis B because based off of the literature, when you catch it, you develop antibodies. So let's read on what the first dose of 3. Hepatitis B is an infection. Let me make this bigger so y'all can see what's going on. Make it bigger for y'all so we can just see where we at for real. All right, here we go. All right, here you go. Hepatitis B is an infection, right? And potentially serious disease that can cause liver damage or liver cancer. There is no cure for hepatitis B. Mothers can unwillingly pass the hepatitis B virus to their babies at birth, which is why babies should get their first dose within 24 hours of birth. There you go. That's the one shot they get. That's it. You're not going to have a radar system to know if somebody got hepatitis B. That's just a game we play with ourselves. That's not, that's a game that we dangerously play with our children. I'm saying I wasn't willing to play that game. It's crazy. Yeah. And it's based off of not even understanding it because you said it, but you didn't understand what you had actually said, though, bro. You said it, but you didn't understand that you're actually saying go ahead and catch it. And this hepatitis B ain't no cure for that. So you want to get that shot within 24 hours of coming to planet Earth. Simple. And my thing is
diphtheria, the tetanus, all that. Diphtheria, tetanus shot, TB, my nigga, tripping.
So now I'm genuinely asking this. I'm not even giving no pushback. I'm just asking.
We building, bro. We building, bro.
Yeah, what's the purpose of our immune system being what it is and be able to weed off these things, even if we do catch it? And I know it's no cure for that, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the what is the underlining? Okay,
I can tell
before vaccinations, like how were we thriving and moving through ailments and viruses and things and making it through?
We wasn't. We was getting decimated.
I tell you
half of the Roman
what, bro.
Empire, yo.
I tell you.
You ever heard of the Black Plague?
This is the most simple logic that I can give you.
Oh, shit.
Right. I give you the most simple logic, bro. If what you're saying was true, there would be about 200 more Native Americans right now.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. He got you. He just killed
That's
you.
as simple
you.
as it gets, bro.
He just got you. What's it called? The what's common exchange? The what? The damn it. Come on, yo.
What that?
Damn.
What? Smallpox? What?
No, it's called the exchange. What? Damn. Well, I know I'm slipping, yo. What it's called? Where they exchange plants and diseases and shit when they came to America. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, man, maybe 200 to 300 more Native Americans if that were true. But the fact of the matter is evolution, bro. Some of us got it. A lot of us died. The ones that didn't die had the antibodies, and it just keep happening more. You know what I mean? More and more until we found a way scientifically to combat that.
All right, so let me jog y'all memory to like 6-7 years ago with the.
Hold on. It's called the Columbian Exchange. Hold on. 1 second here. Yeah, this is what we talking about right here, yo. Exactly what we talking about. The Columbian Exchange. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with the Columbian Exchange, but I sure as hell am. So we got the Columbian Exchange. All right, got that. Hold on, we got the Columbian Exchange. We're going to source up what Sosa said. Got the Columbian Exchange, and we got, hold on, Columbian Exchange. And then we got, let me see. Science and technology, the history of science and technology in Africa. All right. And what we're going to do. So we share the screen right here for easy work. I ain't even gonna go high level. I'm gonna go with the basic rudimentary understandings right here. The Columbian Exchange, also known as the Columbian Interchange, right, was the widespread transfer of plants, animals, and precious metals, commodities, culture, human population, technology, diseases, and ideas between the New World, the Americas, in the Western Hemisphere, and the Old World, Afro-Asian, in the Eastern Hemisphere, in the late 15th and the following centuries. It is named after the Italian explorer Christopher Columbus and is related to the European colonization and global trade following the 1492 voyage. Some of the exchanges were purposeful. Some were accidental or unintended. Communicable disease of old world origin resulted in, here you go, 80 to 95% reduction in the number of indigenous people of the Americas from the 15th century onward.
That's right. That's
Hell, look, hell nah. And we sitting here playing, yo. Yeah, that's an encyclopedia. That's an encyclopedia. We respect Encyclopedia Britannica. Edinburgh Encyclopedia Britannica Archives. All right, we not.
Hey, there was a scientific article that said that so many people died that there might have been a slight cooling on Earth just because of the amount of people that died. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Hell no. If that ain't crazy,
Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence for
so now,
that's not the I'm about to go to that, but I'm just saying, like, there's tribes of people that we don't even know we're here.
I'm not saying what evidence. What I was about to say was put a footnote.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. I want to make
because they want to use that to say it all came from the white people because that's what it's similarly.
No. Hold on. The question is, why didn't it decimate the Africans? It's the question. The knowledge of inoculating oneself against smallpox seemed to have been known to West Africans, more specifically the Akan. A slave named Onesimus explained the inoculation procedure to Cotton Mather during the 18th century. He reported to have gotten his knowledge from Africa. Do we know what the hell inoculating is?
Yeah, it's a form of vaccination.
That's the precursor. That's a precursor to vaccination. So no, they didn't. The Africans didn't get decimated, and we could actually talk about how colonies of African slaves in America wasn't even tripping when smallpox came through, and they couldn't understand. Well, why in the hell ain't y'all afraid? They was like, yo, we got some medicine in Africa that we use. We ain't tripping. So the shit that really affected the slave colonies was the food, because the Europeans was getting decimated by the shit, and they couldn't actually, the ships would be in port, and they wouldn't let the ships get unloaded because they was afraid that it would bring the pathogen on land, and so the slaves died from starvation because the infrastructure wasn't ready. But the damn smallpox didn't affect them, but it decimated 80 to 90%. This is mind-boggling, yo. That's why I wanted to get this source for you, Sosa. Ain't no damn way, yo. We sitting here. Look, where is it at? 80 indigenous people. Look, yo. Are you sure? Yo, think about that. If you got 100 people, yo, 5 people left. I'm done. Let me stop, yo. I just want that's crazy, yo. I'm gonna say it again. If you got
and the reason that the Africans,
you got to prove it.
Hey, I got
the reason the Africans were. Let me just explain too. Like, the reason the Africans were more able to deal with it because they've been in contact with these people, right? Back and forth with them. Like, say the people in the Andaman Islands. The reason we can't have contact with them is because if we go over there and contact those people in the Andaman Islands, bro, right? and we say we commit the common cold can wipe out the rest of that population. This is why they don't really allow contact with these other tribes, because they've been isolated for so long. They don't have the immunity to these diseases. They can't just catch it and they body fight it off. And they don't eat no processed foods, my nigga. They eat straight from the earth. They do the natural joint, bro. And they can't rock. They can't survive.
They can't rock. Well, let me ask you something. If they decimated that many people, where the bodies at? Where are all these?
Okay, we ain't gonna talk to you. We're not talking. Okay, we ain't gonna talk to you.
I'm just saying they talking about.
This nigga said where the bodies at.
Right, because we don't have no evidence that they decimated that many Native Americans. There's no evidence for that.
The old world. Here, on the map, ladies and gentlemen, this is called the old world.
The question should be where the people. The question should be where the people at now. That should be
right. That's the question. Oh, hold on. The black people refilled the population.
Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. That's where they at.
Oh my God!
I did have a question that was more so on sidebar, because I seen my predecessors in that second source part about inoculation. Even though I don't like to call myself African American for my own reasons, but I'm not oblivious. I'm not oblivious to I'm Haitian, and I know we come from the Ashanti and the Lawa tribe, which come from the Akan through my paternal side. So I am aware of that. However, my question is going to go even with that. Don't science say when a group of people is removed for like 200 or 250 years, they are no longer the point of origin of those people? They are what they are from that point.
I don't know
if y'all familiar with that.
No, not at all.
So like,
that map, hold on 1 second. That map you're looking at is the old world. In gray, that's
200, 250 years. People aren't what you saying? What?
All right, what you saying? You said
it's like we're like if we're okay.
Take much longer than that.
What you
so
where
like
do we get that time frame from?
No, I was asking. I don't know if I'm correct with the time.
Yeah,
that's why I was asking.
Say it again.
All right, so I'm Haitian. I know where we come from, but I'm so far removed from where we come from that, if anything, I would be more American than even Haitian.
Yeah,
because I was born here.
I agree.
What is the time frame in science when they say the people are of new? It was a time frame they gave.
It's culture you talking about. It's ethnicity you actually talking about.
No, you're talking about in terms of like where we are now our own distinct
ethnic group.
Yeah, so if we do blood work, we won't show up as them. We show up as us.
Yeah, no, your DNA. I get what you're saying. Like because we got different mixtures, so they can actually see the variation.
It's like 500 though, right? It's like 500 years. Like I think it's somewhere around 500 or so, right? It was saying like we will become our own distinct group, African Americans, right? Even though you can look at us now. What was it?
No, humans have never became a distinct group from each other. All humans. This is important.
You know
all
what I mean?
humans are 99.9. Yeah, we talking about culturally. We're not indigenous.
No, not culture. I'm talking about in terms of like, how can I explain this shit? Like we're not. If you put an Adam and Islander with an African American, you would know that's an Adam and Islander, not an African American.
Yeah, they come from they DNA signature take them back to Eastern Eurasia. They don't take them back to Africa. Our genetic signature takes us back to Central and West Africa, and based off the European mixes you got, will take you there, and based off of a little Native American, right? So we range between 70% indigenous African, 70 to 60%, 50%, right? When the majority, basically 70% of incontinent African and 30% of a, you know what I mean? So I'm not quite sure. We might need to look that up. The question ain't triggering an answer for that right this minute.
Yeah, but I know it's far more than 250 years.
So, okay. So based on that, wouldn't it be safe to say none of us? I'm gonna let you finish after this. I just want to make sure that don't that mean that we're not African American? If anything, we just American.
No, we African Americans. Our ancestors come from Africa, and we mix with. Yeah, we African Americans.
Americans are those people that those apples are trying to claim. Those are
yeah, they trying to. Yeah.
those are the natives. You know what I'm saying?
Native.
Like,
Yeah, they're not the native. So you think you're a native? I know you was ticking up on it.
No. I did my blood work. I do got percentages. It's not as high as I thought it would have been based off what I was told. But I'm not saying it based off that. I'm saying it based off of having a unifying monitor.
You a
for us.
1%er like me? You a
Nah,
1%er like me?
I got 8%, and it's through the maternal. It's through the maternal side.
You got 8% Native American.
Yeah, through my maternal side, but it's more mixtures of other stuff with that
I feel
too.
you. No, I feel you. I feel you. But yeah, so you might have had stories about your grandmother who told you. I get it.
And I thought I would have been like 80, 90% because
you was hype. I'm glad you deal with signs.
No, it wasn't that. It was more. I wasn't hype. It's just like I just wanted to know who I was and where I came from, and that's how I learned that I was Haitian and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you learned you was how much Haitian you got in you?
Oh, that was low too. That was like 12, 13%.
Haitian. So you really an African damn American having fun.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I don't like the description. I don't like it. Like, how can we be a continent and a country? I don't like that. I don't like it. We was Afro-American before that. Then we were color people. Then we were Negro. Then nigger. Then all that. Like,
oh, just stop.
Now hold on a second, Joe. My phone died, so I don't know if I missed this part of the conversation, yo. But so where were you inspired at such a young age to trust your immune system more than you would have trusted modern medicine? How did that idea come about?
So the competency of the time when I didn't want to take the shot wasn't based off me knowing about immunology and all that. It was just me not wanting to get injected with a needle.
I got it.
My studies came later down the line.
I mean, how did you figure it would harm you though? Right? Wouldn't you take like a Tylenol or cough syrup if you got a cold?
That's what I'm explaining to you. It wasn't. I didn't have none of those factors in my mind of why I didn't want to do it. It was simply I don't like needles. That's what it was basically about.
I hear what you saying.
It wasn't
based
more
off the
than
fear of needles.
Okay.
Said one based off.
Was you scared of NyQuil? Like you didn't take none of that?
Nah, I wasn't.
Big salve, you ain't used nothing.
Based off my memory and based off what my parents and my siblings tell me, I've never been fond of medicine. I'm still not to this day. But I don't get sick like that either. So
you know that ain't the truth. Everybody say that, yo. Everybody say
no. When I say sick, I never had pneumonia, never had all that other stuff. I haven't had migraines and severe headaches, but that's and chest colds and throat colds and shit like that. But I ain't really like I don't get it. Like hold on.
No, you good. I'm just asking the question. Man. You good.
Yeah, but when you had the chest cold, did you go and get tested to see if it was pneumonia? Like when you had them chest colds, did you go get tested to see if it was pneumonia?
Yo, you gotta stop it. Hey, yo, listen.
I don't know what they did when I was my parents did at that time. But when I was a little bit older, I was outside, so I didn't play hospitals and all that when I was older.
Yo, can we have a
I got sick, suffered through it. Never knew what it was, but you know what I'm saying? I could have been pneumonia, could have been bronchitis. That's what we do sometimes. We suffer through it, we built through it, but we don't. At the end of the day, we don't really know what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let me ask a question.
That's it. No, you're not answering no question. Hold on for a minute. Fix your phone. Hold on for a minute. Man, he got the double echo, double pseudo package going. The Kemet. Listen, let's have a heart to heart, Asia. Let's have a heart to heart, man. We got you, man. Every time you got a chest cold, you got a virus. That's a virus.
I know that now through study. I ain't know that at the time when I was 13, 14.
I just want to know you actually have been sick. You might not went to the level we went to the damn hospital, yo, but you've been sick. A cold is actually, most colds are related to coronavirus. Not the SARS-CoV, the novel SARS-CoV-2, but the family of coronaviruses, the common cold comes from the family of coronaviruses, right? Just for the record, so I want to let you know, heart to heart, man, bro, you actually have been sick. You might not have been hospital sick.
All right, so I got your point. But when I said I don't get sick like that, I got your point.
All right.
Yeah, I got your point. I got it.
Body
I got
ain't good
it.
for your body, and if we eat well, maintain exercise, proper ratio, it keeps our immunity. You know what I'm saying, working well. So you know what I mean. Our immune system is spectacular, yo. But you got to catch it. That's the point, though. You got to get it so it can figure out the code. The vaccines already give you the code. It's like being in the shootout, and you got to call your man, yo, these dudes is shooting at me. Yo, bring the joint. Yo, by the time you get there, you might be full of holes. A vaccine is point on you on site. I got it already. They shooting at me. I'm shooting back. See the difference?
Yes, sir. I get it. It's still gonna take some unprogramming for me to be really on point
I
and
understand that, bro.
get injected with something.
You know, you're not actually getting injected with. That's another misnomer. They're not giving you nothing. That's another point. They're not injecting you with anything. They're stimulating your immune system. They're tricking your body into thinking it's the real deal. See?
No, I'm saying I don't like needles, bro.
No, I get it. I got this. It's like arachnophobia. Like it's an ancient fear of spiders, yo. Like in our distant past, I know you heard this before, Sos. In our distant past, yo, spiders must have been wild, yo. Trust me, you must have seen them big giants or something, yo, because we definitely, right, are afraid of spiders. Yeah, gold bugs and shit like that, yo. Like we more afraid of roaches and bugs than we are a tiger. I promise you, yo. The wildest thing ever, yo. So we must have had a problem with infestation. You know what I'm saying? As early hominids. I promise you, yo. So I get your fear. See, that sound better. I'm afraid of needles, bro. If you kept it right there, yo, I got it. I get you, yo. I get it. That's why they actually make liquid like things where you don't gotta get needles for vaccines. They got that type of shit. So I get it, man. Let me play this real quick, man. Y'all hit them cash ads, man. We had a powerful show, man. A lot of intelligent brothers on the panel, man. Madame Kim, I'm gonna give you a chance to say something, but you got to fix that. You got the echo chamber going. You got the whole nine yards going, man. But let's real fast, man. Let's take that cash ad break, man, for a second, man. People show some love around here, man. Yo, big up to DQ, man. Check.
First things first, I corny. Fix all the honeys, dummies, edible place for the gummies. Gotta keep them coming. There's a roll of dice, but nothing better motherfucking move but the money.
Cash that money, man. Y'all know what it is. So love, man.
Motherfucking move but
nothing
the
better
money.
motherfucking move. First thing first. Yeah.
But nothing better motherfucking move. First things first.
Man, get them likes up, man. Catch that algorithm.
Place for the gummies. Gotta keep them coming. There's a roll of dice, but nothing better motherfucking move but the money.
Man, nothing better move but the cash that money.
Nothing better motherfucking move
nothing
but
better
the
move,
money.
Man. Show some love, man. Support the community skeptics, man.
Better motherfucking move.
Support the pseudo killers, man.
Shoot another invoice.
Invoice.
About a 9, need to get Royce.
Get Royce.
Let it shine. It's the kid choice.
Kid's
yeah, my
choice.
humble pie was a big moist.
Big moist.
Told me to do it big, bro.
Do it big, bro.
Did it how you did, bro.
How you did it, bro.
Ain't living how you live.
How you
I know
living?
you hear me, let me in, bro. I'm speaking the light every time that I speak in the mic. The electrolyte, Peter light that's giving you
Man,
light.
hit the cash
See what's
app,
done
man.
in the
Y'all
dark,
know
gon'
this.
come
Show
to the
some
light.
love right there,
Hell
man.
raising, you taking the heavenly flight.
DQ
See
in
the
the
Glock
building.
is clipped up, the blunts is all wood, the
All
shirt is
wood.
paid up, my bitch is
Paid up.
The dice in my hand, I smile as I should, cause I'm
Y'all
about to
know
roll
what
a
it
fucking
is, man.
first things first. I
First.
corny, freaks
Y'all
all the
catch this on
honeys,
Shopify,
dummies,
too.
edible place for the gummies. Gotta
The
keep them
gummies.
coming. There's a roll of dice, but nothing better
Nothing better
motherfucking
move but the cash app money, man. Show some love, man. Support the show, man. That's how we support the show around here, man.
Excuse me.
And also, man, y'all can become a member of the channel, man. We got 2 tiers, man. We got the $24.99, right? And we got the $5.99, man. Get lit up with that powerful green, man. Hope more people just join the channel like that, man. That's showing love, man, and showing that support, man. And man, look, we up against it, man. It's about the 3-hour mark, man. Man, I want y'all to look forward to our family shows we got going on, man. We got Social World going on during the day. He just hit that link when he ready to do it, man. It's a powerful show, man. Y'all got to come in there with the avatars, though, man. Learn how to do that. Google it. Learn how to do it, man, and get into Social's world, man. Also, man, Cosmos and Beyond, man, with Juju and Space Age African Anthony Bowen, man. That's a great show. We also got the Brain Show with all the pseudo killers, man, on deck, man. And we got the Death by Expertise, the campaign against established knowledge and why it matters. Tom Nichols, man. We still on chapter 2, and we will get into a section in chapter 2. All right. And man, y'all just gotta support our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Support our thing, support the killers, man. Big up to the sisters, man. Did a great presentation, man. Make sure y'all go catch that. All right, great one, yo. We have a lot of intelligent sisters, man. They ain't doing too much of that spookism at all, man. That's a great day, man, to have to be surrounded by powerful sisters, man. I think that's important. All right, Mr. Badam Kimmett. I don't know if you got your phone right, but what you wanted to say? I know it was something wild because you stay wild. You came in with the alien spookology, and you dove out with the proof that they wiped out 90%. They actually did, bro. That's well documented.
Now I think my connection might be bad, so I'm just got to come back. I don't know if my sound still messed up, so I'm gonna have to come back.
You sound good now. Go ahead.
Okay, I forgot what I was saying, man. I was just gonna chime in on something one of the brothers said, but I was just basically listening while I was riding, man. But
all right,
go ahead,
bro. Riding on the ride. Caught you riding, boy. Hey, man, Lodge, you got something to say, man, before we get out of here, man?
Nah, I'm good, man. I done got all my stuff off. You know, I just I wanted to get to the bottom of it. But like you say, if he just leave it at he's scared of needles, I guess I really can't say nothing about that.
Nah,
but, you know,
that's just fair. Yo.
He at first he definitely made it seem like he had some intuition behind. You know, he didn't want to take the vaccine at an early age, as if he knew something. But yeah, I guess if he just scared of needles, that makes more sense than he was informed.
But to touch up on that though, Logic, that's why I was trying to be clear in the beginning. It wasn't more so of me being competent of any of those things of why I should or why I shouldn't. I just didn't want to do it because of the factor of what it was. Later on, as I got older, I started studying. That's when I spoke early in this conversation about immunology. And based off what I read, I thought our immune system supposed to make the antibodies. And of course, yeah, I know we got to catch it first.
Yeah, that's crazy. Think about it though, yo.
I mean, when I just seen the 80 to 95% of people being wiped out from the smallpox due to the Columbia Exchange, it's like, wow, that's interesting because I never knew that.
Yeah.
But it made me just think our immune system supposed to be this grand thing, you know.
It is.
I'm saying in a sense where I would think if our design is flawed based on how it's designed, based off the last conversation y'all was having about. I just had my wisdom teeth removed, and I've been having headaches from that. And the thing I had to go through that, they had to give me some type of liquid medicine because I don't like taking pills either.
Right. Well, the reason why I still wanted to kind of go back and forth with it about it because I feel like if you really understood virology or immunology to the extent that you're saying you do, it would make more sense to take the vaccine than not to.
I never once said that I'm well studied in it. I said I've been studying it. That's it. I'm just, and the underlying thing I keep saying is that our immune system is supposed to be able to ward off any ailments we come across. Yeah, you might die from some of them. Yes. A lot of them are non-curable. Yes. But your immune system is supposed to still be able to fight against it where you can live to see another day because I forgot the correct term, but I think it's mortality rate or whatever. It's not as high when you catch a lot of these ailments. That's why I was trying to get more understanding on. That's why I was just asking the question earlier.
The mortality rate.
And I said at the end that even with what I seen, because I didn't know that information about the 80 to 95%, it's still going to take some time because I programmed myself to not do the vaccines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if they can give it the other way without the needle, I look into it and you know, just got to it's like a reprogramming. Like, that's all. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't more. I wasn't coming on saying with. I'm anti-vaxxer just based off my studies of what I've been studying. That's it.
See, that's when you go ahead and say right there is where that you know enough to where you feel like you don't have to take it. But you know, I back off.
And my point when I say I'm anti-vax, it was based off what I prefaced with it with the immunology and what I've been studying about our immune system. That was it. That's how I'm tying it to it. Now I could be wrong. I'm not afraid of being wrong.
No, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I hate the genuineness in your conversation. Now you realize you was wrong. Now what? That's the point.
I gotta reprogram my mind. Like it's gonna take some time because it's not just gonna happen overnight. Because I'm still conditioned.
Yeah, you're right. Of course, yo. Read. Yeah, get some. You want to get something slick here, yo? I'm gonna show you something slick, yo. Let's go.
And I'm also reading that book you were just talking about, The Death of Expertise. I got that some months ago when you first mentioned it. I think like 6 months ago when you mentioned it, and I went ahead and copped that junk. So,
hey, yo, go grab a used copy of this. Look, seriously, yeah.
5th edition.
Yeah, the fifth edition. Vincent.
See, the one I got it said second because I didn't even know because you was the one that turned me on to that the second edition. I didn't even know they already made 3 more. So
no, that was the anthropology book. This ain't an anthropology. This is a virology book. This is different. See, value 1, molecular biology. Look, yo, the principles of virology is off the chain, yo. You read the first. If you just read the first chapter, yo, you be straight. Then you're gonna start looking around saying, damn, I didn't shit. You're gonna say, man. Yeah, I mean, we all get that surprise, yo. It's all good, man. As long as you're willing to just to, you know, just open your mind up, yo. You can get it. Ain't, I mean, you there, yo. Trust me. You just, yeah, we all got food, yo. Because the whole thing is counterintuitive, man. To be honest with you, man. All right, let me see who shows some love here tonight, man. We at that 3 hour mark. We won't go past that, man. Man, Fontaine, man, I appreciate that, bro. That's some love right there. Mr. Torres, man, you always in the game, man. You appreciate that for real, man. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. The stars came out tonight, man. Appreciate that, Juju, man. Looking forward to get that footage from Egypt. Gary Hart, appreciate you, man. Who else was in the building? Ray Black, man. A Sonic, man. When you gonna get in the damn server, man? Stop playing. Connect Energy, what y'all doing? Y'all playing, man. Afro Ninja, what y'all doing? High level intelligent conversations. Omar Reed, clip him up, man. My man, clip him up for real, man. Mr. Morris, man, appreciate you coming through. Rob Max, Pseudo Killer Official, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Smoking, I see you, man. G.A. Price, man. Man, everybody that came in tonight, man, we appreciate it. 504 top level. Appreciate you, man.
Always a good time, huh? Always, yo.
Oh, yeah, man. Yep. Lodge, you know, I appreciate your input all the way. That's everybody, man. And we're just going to keep rocking, man. We're going to get better at what we do, man, because that's what we do around here, yo. We mature and we grow. Growth and development is essential when having scientific literacy, man. You know, we enjoyed everything, man. DQ, man. Go check that show out. We did with DQs on the Pseudo Killer channel, man. And with that, man, hold on, let me see. Let me get this up here. Get my man Cash up here real quick. See if I can get this up here. Hold on. Before we get out of here. Put that right. 1 second. Where in the world is that at, man? How did I lose that? Man, it's been a great show tonight, man. I enjoyed myself, man. No hollering, screaming, man. I think the message get across better when we practice what we preach. All right? So, you know, we're going to keep it calm, keep it cool, man. 1 second. Let me get this right here. My man, DQ, hold on. Songs, no, 7. I think this is it. Nope. Hold on, I want to get this before we get up out of here, man. I want to get the That ain't it. We're gonna get this so we can get his. Damn, GG. All right. Let's take us on out of here, man. That little DQ, man. Man, hit that Cash App, man, for his music, bro. Man, it's been a great show, man. Appreciate everybody that came through, bro. Man, y'all gotta go ahead and upgrade y'all knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying, yo? Man, go ahead and hit that DQ thing, man. Hit that link, man. Pick up the brass in them, man. Doing their thing. Trial Media. Y'all know what it is, man. Chilling. We sitting back. We enjoying the world we in, yo. Man, go ahead and upgrade, man. Man, had a nice crowd in here, man. Smoking is crazy. Ran around with snot dripping. I'm not sick. Yeah, y'all can actually have a virus show and not even know it, yo. Hey.
Knowing me, I'll probably be in a toxic relationship. You on top of me. If the topic is truly timeless, the conversation should be how I'm and regaining my peace. Shout out to my Virgo women cooking the feast. Got a Pisces, stay in the hood. That girl a freak. Can't lie, certain Geminis ain't for me, but it's on key, cause certain upgrades cost a fee. Yeah.
Man, upgrade
so
that.
Slide and glide. I know you want it. Known to provide the vibe, the moment. Hit the clubhouse, then clubhouse to the morning. Fall in love with the mind, the body is just a bonus. Careful with what I'm searching.
Man, hit that link going out the door,
all the
man.
pictures I'm liking. Algorithm is golden, melanated the lightness. All these women get chosen. Hershey kiss to the forehead. Yeah.
Afro Ninja. Hey. Omar Reed, clip him up. The clip master. Chef and L. Muhammad. Nubian Muhammad. Hassan. Hey. Upgrade, man. J. Commodore was in the building. Cha cha cha. Cha cha on. Hey. Hey. Oh. Hey, man, you listen to the Community Skeptics, man, our family of shows, man, the Pseudo Killers, man, Death by Expertise, The Brain Show, Galaxy and Beyond. Man, make sure y'all support that, man. Like and subscribe, man. We're on a subscribe campaign, man. We got to get these subscriptions up, man. Join the channels, man. Y'all know what it is, man. With that, man, I'm your host, Bobby Banger, a.k.a. Brother Unc, God Killer. With that, I'm out.